Welcome in, everyone, to myself and Couriway's commentary over the most highly anticipated MCC for the last 4 weeks. It is MCC 34. We are finally welcoming back Bingo But Fast, one of the most anticipated game modes, especially in our communities, as well as welcoming an entire pack team, something pretty new to MCC, and alongside that, we have a hell of a lot of familiar faces. Couriway, would you like to take us through our respective team POVs? We may be watching different individuals.
Absolutely. So we're going to be focusing on 4 team POVs today. Specifically, we are focusing on the Purple Pandas, the Red Rabbits, the Lime Llamas, and the Blue Bats. And now, you might be wondering why these teams, after a deep thought experience with Fulham, we decided that these were the 4 teams that we thought had the most exciting and interesting perspectives for not only just like obviously chemistry and like vibes on the team, but I think these POVs that we have up are going to have really strong performances in a lot of the games today.
Agreed wholeheartedly. We have some of course regular faces. We've got Illumina and we've got Pizza Hut, both of which are in HBG, good friends of ours. We've got Shane in the top right corner on my screen, and we have Ollie Orion Sound in the bottom right corner. I did call with Ollie this morning to discuss Bingo But Fast because he had his ideas and his team had some ideas. And after throwing out his first egg, he has discussed with me a couple of thoughts that his teams have put together, and I liked most of them. I hoped that I kind of influenced him just a tiny bit to hopefully get him towards that win a tiny bit more. I'm really cheering on the Blue Bats today, as well as, well, the other 3 teams that we've got in the POV, really. It would be fantastic to see.
Looks like Bingo But Fast actually might be getting picked here first as well.
I mean, I guess I'd rather have that later on, but I'd rather have it than not have it at all. So
it is going to be...
Could well be.
Bingo
and
But
it
Fast!
is!
Bingo But
We're getting the fun one out of the way early. Here we go.
I could not be more excited for this. This is one of the reasons I have not been hyped for an MCC like this. I always look forward to MCCs, but I am like giddy. I am so ready for action here, and this is one of the main reasons why. I'm sure MCC's, intro here is going to be getting us all into it, but just as a reminder, this is going to be very similar to other Bingo events you may have seen.
Let's check this.
With an MCC twist. You got something?
Sit in a boat, golden apple, slay hostile mobs, smash glass panes, pink bed, 3 glass bottles, squash another player with an anvil, dip it, leave it, too hard. Grass, flower pot, enchantment table. The enchantment table's pretty hard. Hook another player with a fishing rod, easy.
Darkness from a warden.
Darkness from a warden's going to be hard. So, if we're looking for lines here, we are going to be saying...
Now, here's the question. What lines? Sorry, I'm cutting you off. I think there's a couple things that are really interesting here. Do you think anyone besides like Fruit Illumina knows how to craft coarse dirt and knows that it's craftable?
Oh God, no! Oh God, no!
You think they're unaware? Survival players like know how to craft it from like build. There's a mansion. Did you see the mansion on FBM screen?
Oh no way! There's a mansion. Well, they can squash a player with an anvil. There's an anvil in the mansion.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of flower pots in a mansion. Crossbow. Snow golem probably. Wow, this is interesting. What lines are you seeing on this board?
I'm seeing the middle, the central line, both vertically and diagonally, and the top right to bottom left diagonal looks pretty decent as well. I also think the top right to bottom left looks okay. Yes, yep. You will need an enchantment table, but I think we're going to see a lot of teams beelining towards this.
10 minutes, okay.
The mansion, and I think we're probably going to see Illumina and Fruit go straight here, trying to look for some important stuff. I'm trying to think about what they might be able to get here.
Oh my gosh, I forgot there's Timber. I don't know if anyone did it on your screen. I just watched Hannah one-shot a dark oak.
Yep, and that is 6 stacks of stuff. 6 stacks instantly. I see Shane already in a deep dark right now, getting darkness.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Lots of people sitting in a boat together instantly.
Yep.
And wow, someone got mushroom stew straight away from the dark oak that was right next door.
Super easy.
Flower pots from Illumina right there from the mansion. Very, very nice play.
Great knowledge from watching other speedruns in the lockout tournament, knowing that information is great. I don't think there's too many mansion goals, just because I don't think many people are gonna recognize that.
I'm really surprised we haven't seen any. Okay, that 3 teams have completed course dirt, with Pizza Hut getting the course dirt on that on their team. Sorry, that's not right. Pete just happened to get one at the same time. I thought it was the
a lot of people
course
smashing glass panes. A lot of people getting mushroom stew. Jojo making an interesting play. I don't know, you don't have Jojo up on your screen, but Jojo deciding to be the person on her team to build up to Y250, which I don't know if I agree with. Jojo is a very smart, skilled player. Commentated the Twitch Rivals Bingo event. Knows a lot of the strategies here. I feel like that could have gone to someone else on the team.
And
very, very interesting.
Yeah, the bedrock goal being reached by Red already, getting those bonus points, and we can see the teleportation pearl being used in my top left with Illumina, and actually Shane going back to spawn on his screen. Yeah. So that's a really interesting one too.
Shane back at spawn right now. Lime and Green Geckos tied for first. Looks like for Lime Llamas, Hannah is caving. It's a bit of a sticky one still. Looks like for your screen, they're all caving for Lime.
Yeah, it looks like almost everybody is caving on my screen, which is really interesting. It looks like people are going for Anvil, I presume. It's just interesting that we're going for this one over, Orange Ocelots being the first team to get a powdered snow bucket. I do think within 2.5 minutes, a team could have got powdered snow there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think same thing. I think there's just normal grass on the board, and I don't think I've seen anyone get that yet.
I haven't. No, you just have to shear it. There we go. And okay, that's the third team to get it is Red, but that feels like a very easy goal that may have just been overlooked by a few teams. Chiseled stone bricks, quite simple.
Quite simple as well, yeah.
And there we go. Well. Yes, I'm glad that Ollie went for terracotta there. That's such a cool goal to go for. Getting that in second place gets a nice little point there. Really and smart. Pete actually crafts an anvil from the iron that he's been mining. He already has one, so I guess he is probably going to go back to the surface. Or, no, he can use his teleportation pearl to get to his teammate to squash with an anvil. But he may have forgotten because he's currently elytra jumping towards them rather than using the teleportation
pearl. So something to note that I think both of us overlooked is with Bingo But Fast, it is a cut clean format, which, if you're not familiar with UHC, means that when you mine an ore, you don't have to smelt it.
Instant
smelting. Already ready to go.
This is a very, very cool game mode.
And it's going, I would say, much faster than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah,
I think people are killing it.
People are killing it, actually.
So the one that's really throwing me off that no one's gotten so far is no one has gotten snow golem, and there's a giant snow biome.
There is a snow biome. Is there a lack of pumpkin?
A pumpkin, maybe lack of pumpkin, and people again. We saw a lot of people not have the sheer. grass goal,
no! I don't think Illumina remembers how to make a campfire here. He's trying to search it up. Okay, he does get the search craft, and just needs to get some birch logs, and there we go. Okay.
Yes.
Campfire, I think, is pretty easy.
It looks like Blue Bats has taken a pretty commanding lead here. They're only one off 3 different ways for a bingo. If they're going to be able to, 2 different ways for a bingo. They need a golden apple, which is not too hard if you craft an iron hoe and just go crazy. People have been caving. I wonder if
they've got gold. I know that Ollie is currently crafting his 4th flower pot. And there we go. Gets that in 5th place. Gets a couple of bonus points for
Yellow, the first team to get a crossbow, which is big. That got them right back into the top 5.
Wow.
I don't think we've seen a bingo yet.
First crossbow is so surprising. It only needs 2 string, really. But I guess it has only just turned nighttime, so I guess that's probably the stun lock, the string. Imagine being stun locked by string for a crossbow in a bingo tournament. Could never, ever be me.
I could not imagine doing that. I could not imagine that being me ever whatsoever. And I'm just really surprised we haven't seen a bingo yet. So many teams are close. I'm very curious. I think Lime was the first to get it because they are now up 540 to 395. So I believe Lime
that was a big bingo there.
Yeah, that's huge. So we get an idea of the points. But now, look you can see Blue got a bingo. Your team completed a column plus 50.
There it is.
Wow.
So it's plus 50 per player, meaning 200 points for the first 4 lines. That I just noticed,
it said 1 out of 12, which means I think there's a plus 50 bonus for quite literally every single line you complete.
There is a
monster.
There's a 200 point increase for the first 4 lines, and then it's 100 points for the subsequent 8. So each
is a ton of points.
Yeah, so it'll be 25 points per player after those. But Ollie Orion Sound's team, Blue Bats, currently only missing around about 6 of the goals. I don't know exactly what they are, but I'm going to assume it's going to be the Warden ones.
You know what I just realized that a lot of people haven't gotten? Pink bed. It's very
third.
simple.
Oh my god, Blue Bat's taking another and getting a third bingo.
This is wild. This is absolutely wild. I'm shocked a lot of teams do not have pink bed. It is actually probably a good thing that this game got played first, because think about the coin multiplier here. If you look at Red Rabbits, they're in
100%.
and they have 300
300 versus 1,000 in first.
To fight Pete.
Stop trying to kill Pete!
Wow.
That's crazy, actually.
Jojo getting string for a crossbow.
Oh, okay.
And shearing the sheep. I think they're gonna double. They're gonna double pink bed and crossbow here.
Pink, yeah.
That would be a huge bonus to Blue Bats. Look at the point difference from just second to third right now.
I wonder what Ollie's looking for here. He needs to get enchantment table, so he's looking around for these diamonds, and I think that's what he's beelining for at the moment.
A tough focus. I am shocked.
But there's only 6 goals left. I think they're like splitting them up pretty fairly. Lime Llama's getting.
I did not think that golden apple and pink bed would be some of the things here.
Yeah, that's very true.
Orange Ocelot's coming up in third now, coming out of nowhere.
Enchantment table achieved.
Wow.
For Blue Bats, getting that in first, getting a diagonal, meaning they have completed 4 bingos.
What do they still need?
They need Anvil, and I think that is actually what Ollie is going for here. My apologies.
That's smart. That is smart at this point.
He has 2.5 minutes to do it, and I think that will get them another line.
I think Jojo is looking for a skeleton to kill for pink bed. I think.
Skeleton for bone meal. Okay.
She's looking for something. I wish... The one thing I do like about the tournaments that we've done that include bingo boards is the fact that you don't have to constantly keep looking at the map like in your game. I feel like
that is a little bit frustrating, but especially for...
I wonder if there's a way to go about that, but I think it adds a different element that we haven't seen as well.
People that are watching as well, it's like I don't know what they still have to do, but that's okay. I guess it's just how it goes.
I am shocked they haven't gotten
One thing that I think is really big, like a massive difference right now, is that some teams are playing with Fulbright and some aren't.
That is a really, really good point. Now, obviously, MCC not super, obviously competitive, but not considered a super hyper competitive event. So rules probably weren't set in place for something like this. Especially since this is the first time it's back. I wonder if that's something in subsequent MCCs we'll see if they just add that to the resource pack where they just give everyone Fulbright for
Gumi about to make Snow Golem.
Oh, yes, and I think
they have to kill it as well.
About to make pink beds. About a minute left here. I think Lime is about
Lime could definitely get a big boost here. Glass panes have been smashed. Surprised they didn't smash them from the mansion early on, actually. That was probably the play. But
that was what a lot of teams did, yeah.
Ollie is 1 block of iron short and has 55 seconds to get it. Needs to find 9 more iron.
I think that is absolutely doable.
Oh, but he's not got Fulbright, so he can't see. This is really tough. And it seems like...
Really unfortunate.
Green Geckos may actually get there. Oh, Illumina about to craft... Wow, Illumina's team in 9th at the moment with 900 coins is pretty tough.
Yeah. And it looks like they completed so much of the board as well. It just wasn't enough. They're going to kill Snow Golem. Hopefully that'll be a big bonus.
It's all about that speed. It's all about the speed. I mean,
Lime just overtook in first with 15 seconds left.
Wow, Lime just got 3 bingos with that one achievement of getting darkness from the Warden. They've completed 8 of the 12 lines.
That was huge. That was absolutely huge. And it looks like that'll be the end right there. Huge comeback from Lime.
That is very good. Lime and Blue getting joint first with that.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm just very glad. I'm glad to say that Mr. Orion Sound did just about good enough for me to be immensely proud of him. What an amazing performance. Purple actually completing 12 challenges. That's crazy.
Wow. That is wild. Shadoon finishing 10, another person who played in the bingo event and did incredibly well. FBM, Fruitberries. Tubbo with 9 is very impressive. Great job. Oh, pink parrots. Oh, no.
That was a rough one for the pack.
That is a welcome back to Minecraft from the pack right there. Oh,
smoking that pack, if you will.
I quite would after that round. Oh my goodness. What a start though. Like I said, I think honestly, a lot of people, that is a very, I would say, one of the more mechanically and skill based games in MCC, like for pure mechanical stuff. And a lot of the competitors, I think, did a phenomenal job. And I think the teamwork really showed there as well, like utilizing the Ender Pearl to get to your teammates, figuring out what can overlap with what. And I thought it was really great to see.
Definitely, and that was definitely one of my favorite game modes. It was very hectic, but I think that the speed of which everyone was going, it was still remarkably enjoyable.
Yes, absolutely.
And yeah, it was very fast. And the starting tools and such definitely increased that speed. At least it felt like it. It felt, like I say, very hectic. But that chaos, I guess, kind of epitomizes some of MCC, I guess.
Yeah, I love the element of the Elytra. I think that adds a really unique element for movement and just understanding and exploring the map. And it allows for something that we saw in other bingo tournaments where you can run into some RNG about not finding some items. The Elytra really tones that down with how much you're able to travel. And I think, in something like this, I don't really think any team got quote unquote unlucky. I don't think that was even something we even thought about, which I think is really good when you're doing a bingo event like that.
Yeah, it's the only thing I would say is, again, just the Fulbright. I do think that honestly,
absolutely.
Blue Bats really could have taken that victory had Ollie have found 6 more iron or whatever it was that he needed to craft that anvil. It was pretty frustrating to for him, I assume, to run around that cave and not find the iron when he's in a massive cave. Can just maybe use an Elytra to fly up somewhere, but wasn't able to because he couldn't see like 2 feet in front of his face. But it doesn't really matter. It is only game number 1.
Yeah.
Many more to go.
Quite close to the top. Very interested to see what's going to happen here. Normally, early game MCCs, we're not going to see Sands of Time here. We're probably not going to see something like Meltdown yet. We're probably not going to see something like Hole in the Wall. I think it's going to be, I would guess, a movement game. I would say to get to the other side of Parkour Warrior would be my guesses here.
Tug Toss could be a very, very fun game to watch as well. I think that would be very hype. I think, honestly, I'm thinking maybe Sky Battle. We've got one of the update video games out of the way early on, but it does look like most of Lime are voting for Parkour Tag here. So definitely could be an interesting...
I'm actually a little bit surprised by that because I would say that Lime is a very strong movement team.
Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, actually,
Parkour Tag
Lime
is
a
chosen.
Very strong team. Parkour Tag is chosen. Nice. Is it going to be a movement-based game here? That makes sense. We'll see what happens here. I think going into this, what team do I think is going to do really good in this? I think the Purple Tubbo team. I don't remember exactly what team that was. I want to say
Aqua?
I want to say that was Aqua. I should pull up MCC live.
Oh, it might be green. Wait.
It is green. It's green. I think green is going to do really well here. That's my prediction.
With Purple's Tubbo, Amesy, and Gucky, if I remember rightly.
Yep. Correct.
Right. Yeah, that does sound like a very cool team for Parkour Tag. So I'm right in saying each team can have a hunter hunt 3 times, right?
I believe you're correct.
So that means that at least 3 people have to hunt on each team.
Yep.
So I would consider Blue Bats doing actually quite well again.
I would say my top 3 would probably be blue, lime, and green, which is I think the top 3 from Bingo.
Honestly,
as well.
I would probably agree with you.
I could see. I think my sleeper is going to be orange here. I think people sleep on Captain Sparkles and Kara. Puns is obviously a very good movement player as well, and Smallish Beans is no slouch.
Joel is no slouch. 100%.
So I think that's my sleeper team here. Could do really well, get in the top 2, and I wouldn't be that surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I like Parkour Tag. I believe this is a different map than the last time, based on the update video. I think.
I am unaware. Honestly, I'm unaware.
I think I've seen this map before. I just don't think it was the one played in. I can't remember if Parkour Tag was played in Rising or not, but I believe the last time I saw it, it was different. Yeah, this is the one without the one that got played last time was the one with the roofs. It was more medievally.
Oh yeah.
Industrially. Interesting. Running around the map, looking at some stuff.
It's cool that you get to kind of scout the map first. I wonder how many teams actually do that, and how many kind of just use it as a place to bounce around and go beep 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 beep. Because obviously
Exactly.
every single lobby that you ever go in Minecraft, you always just look for a random silly jump that tries to break you out of the map or tries to be a little bit goofy.
I'm looking at red rabbits and blue bats here in the first round. I believe FBM is seeking against a very, very good team that we both thought is going to do very well here in blue bats.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like Pete is about to clean up against the pack.
Wow, that is that former pack on pack crime, or that's just former YouTube crime?
I believe that's just
That is
how to Minecraft
YouTuber crime.
Yeah,
how to Minecraft.
How to Minecraft crime is crazy, and I think he may have actually got all 3 of those within 10 seconds. I'm not gonna lie,
that was very impressive from Pete.
Yeah,
does not show any mercy at all. Is here to win.
Nothing at all. And my other 3 POVs are sadly all tagged as of right now. Looks like Ranbo is still running away from Wally, I think. And Jojo is running away from wait, I believe
Ranbo.
Rambo? Okay.
Yes. I had that wrong. I thought it was Shane.
I got it the wrong way around as well.
Rambo.
My fault.
That's all good. Let's see here. It looks like purple and orange were the other team that I noticed, and they both got all of each other. I don't know who got each other first, but they were all done.
So I don't know how Lime Llamas didn't win that. Maybe they also all got tagged, but Pete tagged them literally within seconds.
I mean, they're in second. They're in second.
They are in second.
I think
that's
that
true.
would be. I think that's the thing there. Looks like this time Shane is hunting, and he's hunting against Aqua Axolotls.
Yeah, looks like that is going to be... Oh, Erit and Solidarity Gaming, both taking an early fall to the might of Shane Firebreathman. Little double elimination running towards the final player.
We have blue against orange.
Oh my gosh! Is that...
Wow.
Who is that? Is that 5 up? No, I can't... Yeah, it is 5 up. Going for a really ballsy play there. And bang! Shane gets there.
Yeah.
And Illumina also eliminates the rest of Lime.
Really sweet. And interesting. Purple doing very well. Didn't
Wait,
highlight them,
did we have 4? We had 4 hunters on our screen on my screen this time. Ollie Orion Sound just going to try and clean up Joel Smallish Beans and gets it.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Very
wow.
Nicely done. You know, we didn't highlight purple, but
no one survived.
Illumina.
Bang! All 4
I don't
of
think
our
anyone
teams
survived in like any round.
So far, I actually may not know.
Was all done. They were all just completely done. Hunters are crushing it right now.
Hunters are doing
Jojo
remarkably
is hunting
well.
On my side, Pete is hunting, and Wally Bear is hunting. I missed who's hunting on red. Looks like
AMZ
for a second.
AMZ needs
AMZ has
to
a
restart.
skin problem. AMZ relogging in with a more based skin. Aerodynamic.
Dub!
I'm sure.
Huge! That's huge, actually.
Very big.
Is everyone on your team ready? Yes.
Yippee! Oh, Pink Parrots is now not ready. Uh-oh.
Scott's getting bad lag. He did post a tweet earlier, so maybe that's the reason that he's getting bad lag.
Oh my.
People may not have enjoyed that tweet. I don't know the whole situation. I just saw a tweet. I did not read into it. It was on my timeline, and I decided to scroll past and eat my dinner.
It was a smart decision 90% of the time.
Yeah. Honestly, closing Twitter is probably a smart decision 100% of the time.
I would absolutely agree with you. And it looks like here we are back into the action. Jojo hunting the Aqua Axolotls.
Fruit berries hunting blue bats right now.
FBM also hunting green. Gets AMZ.
Pete gets Kara. And Captain Sparkles. Just Joel to go, I believe. Runs over. Does miss the first swing from Pete. Doesn't miss the second. Gets Smallish Beans out of here. Ollie
looks like
just got tagged. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Jojo struggling to finish off. Eric gets it.
Shane still chasing and does get Tubbo in the end.
The Hunters are
really and truly cooking right now.
I wonder what about this map makes it more hunter oriented. I'm trying to take a closer look at it. I think a lot of the map really just loops around on itself, and if you're not prepared to hit a more difficult jump, I think you're just gonna fall. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
no
tough.
one has survived so far in the first 3
This is
rounds.
food. This is beans.
Very interesting.
Eldon, thank you
Estimator
very
hunting
much for the raid.
blue.
Appreciate you, King. We are doing an MCC
Michael
watch party
hunting
right
for
now.
red against the pack.
Oh, that's going to be a fun one.
That is very interesting. And Pete is hunting against, I believe, the yellow yaks here.
Mm. When I see the words
again,
fruit berries is hunting you, it does send shivers through my spine. Even though I'm not the
That
one being hunted,
is a little
it is not
scary.
it's not a fun thing to see.
That is absolutely terrifying. Looks like... Curious if red can get some big points here. Red is actually in 10th place currently.
Yeah, which is surprising. I don't
Wow,
really know
that
what's
is
going
a
on
bit
with red.
surprising. That
Pete
is
cleans
a little
up.
bit surprising.
Huntmaster.
Wow. Take a look at Lime here. Lime, everyone alive against Yellow Yaks, and they've finished off
And they've
Yellow
already
Yaks,
finished
aren't they?
Yellow Yaks. Oh, this could be big.
That's massive.
Take a look in your rampart. Can you spare some loot for me? I believe that Lime may just about survive this. They've only got 15 seconds left.
I think they might be able to get one, but that's going to be about it.
And Illumina also struggling to get Aqua here.
Wow.
Doesn't get them. But wow, Lime Llamas getting
Cyan
some
Coyotes in
survivors
second
here.
Place. Second place right now. That makes sense. Sapnap should.
Wow. Wait,
very
all 5 teams
movement-oriented.
survived there.
That was interesting.
Wow. That's really interesting. 5 teams with a survivor. After having no survivors for the last 3 or 4 rounds, we finally get one, and they all come at once.
Very interesting.
Everything at Thon's going well. Thank you,
Fire
Deadpool.
Breathman having a good time.
Appreciate
with
you.
Star. Very excited to be in the same game as the pack. Looks like Red is having some lag problems.
I don't know if
Potentially that could be a
I don't know if Shane's trolling here. He is saying I'm lagging out. That's why we're losing, which arguably maybe a little bit of a a little bit of a troll. Rambo asking to restart the
silly.
whole game. Say I if you want to restart the event.
Interesting. Very interesting here. Well, let's take a look here. Lyman first. We said Lime was going to do good. My sleeper team, 3rd place right now. Feel very smart.
Nice.
Feel
That's
very
huge.
smart about myself. Cyan, Shadoon, Sapnap makes sense.
Yeah, that's a
Who was the
tough
other
team that
people
I
on that
think
team?
people have been sleeping on.
Ollie Gamers and Red Velvet. Ollie, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Ollie has like a PvP UHC background.
I
if
believe
remember
so.
correctly, from like Squid Games, so movement there makes sense.
Mhm. Yep.
Not surprised that team is doing good. And then Aqua Axelos, when you have fruit berries, you're not going to be not top 5 in a movement.
Yeah.
game, so that's not surprising.
Yeah. When you've got fruit
Not bad
berries,
at all.
you'll be okay for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Another team's Green Gecko right behind them in 6th. Looks like there is. I'm looking at the game leaderboard on MCC.live. There is a pretty significant gap between 4th and 5th. That seems to be the separator. 810 to
Ooh.
693.
Oh wow, okay,
Um,
that is a decent sized gap. Over 100 points there.
It looks like there's a clear top 4 here, but there's still. I think there's still like half the rounds to go. So
Yep, only halfway
a
there.
lot of action.
And we are not living on a prayer today. We are playing MCC, and I'm looking forward to trying to get this event back underway. Just waiting on hopefully fixing some ping issues. Looks like Scott Smage is having a little bit of a
Very rare.
tough time.
I would say this is incredibly rare in an MCC event. They are. I say it all the time. There's no like it's once in a blue moon there's ever a problem in an MCC. It's so well ran. So I'm definitely giving them the benefit of the doubt of something. Just randomly.
They've got
going
all
wrong that just
IPs. I
happens.
think they may be connecting onto those potentially. Especially, seems like it might be the UK guys that are having a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
It's standard British stuff, really. Honestly,
I was gonna say you were having some Chrome internet issues earlier.
I
Potentially
suddenly was.
All of the UK.
maybe
all of the
they are
UK is
trying
just
to remove us from the
horrible.
map, Couriway. Maybe they are actively
they might be.
attempting. What they're doing is
New
spleefing
Earth
under the
patch.
country so that we fall into the water. I think that might be what's happening here.
Ollie's gonna be hunting for blue against I cannot tell what team.
It is the Pink Parrots, the pack.
It is against the pack. Okay. There it is.
Oh,
Big game.
Jerome
Lime
early
versus-
fall.
Lime versus
Oh,
Aqua. First versus fourth.
Preston gets eliminated very shortly after, and
That is just, I believe,
Beijing Canadian takes another death
is
there as
down
well.
for the count. Down for the count. Now the question is, how long is Blue Bats gonna be able to survive? It seems like if we're going, teams going against the pack is really trying to take advantage, last as long as possible. This could be
Yeah.
big for Blue Bats to get right back in the game here.
100%. Looks like Illumina is confident with his parkour skills, staying up and high just to try and avoid, I don't know who he's actually facing up against right now, but I believe it might be Red Team, looking for that
Yes.
runner vision.
It is red. So Illumina is just
Only
trying
has to
last
survive for 5
against-
more seconds, and does it?
Was able to do it. It's the Illumina we know.
That is the Illumina we know.
Very nice. Very, very, very nice. All right, Lime Llama versus Red, Purple versus Blue. These are 2 POVs against each other here, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
The double
Very
up.
exciting. Who's hunting?
Martin
Jojo
in the
hunting
Little
here.
Woods and Jojo. Shane
note.
and Hannah. Wow.
This is Hannah's first hunt. So Lime in first and arguably has their top or second best person going for the first time here. So could easily bank more points for Lime. Very
Shane
easily.
going after the Pete Gumi combo. Gumi takes the first death from Shane, and he's eyeing down Pete as the second. But Pete's pretty strong. Jumps back and forth a little bit, but does take the death soon afterwards. Jojo
Hannah
gets a
only
tag
has
off
to
to
deal
Wally.
with Rambo. FBM only has Awesome Dude. Who is going to last
Oh.
longer?
Jojo gets Illumina.
Oh, and Hannah missed on Rambo. This could be big. This is the chance FBM needs. Hannah missed again. Oh.
Shane needs to get Sam here. Chasing down. Gets it. There it is. And
Big for the
just
red team
in
here.
time.
Wow. That is unfortunate. Hannah had 2
And
pretty
still-
solid opportunities.
Oh my
Unable to get
gosh.
it.
Still Blue are alive. Oh. But just gets tagged by Martin right at the end of the round.
Looks like the point gap has shifted from... Wow, Green Gecko's also now all the way up in second.
Wow,
Another
yeah.
team I thought was going to do very well. Orange seems to be at the break now. Between 6th and 7th is 200 coins. So that seems to be the deciding thing. 6th to 2nd, or excuse me, 6th to 1st is all within 200 coins.
Wow.
So that's pretty it could be
pretty
really
toyed
anyone's
up the
game. There's
top.
still 3 rounds to go.
Pretty toyed up the top.
That is true. Jojo hunting Lime Llamas. This is another big game. Blue
Yep.
versus Lime. Wonder
Awesome
if this
Dude
could be in
is
first place.
going for Blue right now.
Pete just put Jojo in a blender. That was wild.
Youch.
Is he going to be able to get away, though? No!
No.
Jojo catches up. Really clean movement. Jojo looks very focused on my screen.
I don't see Jojo, but I do see Ollie missing that jump. A little bit scary.
Oh.
Don't want to see that. Okay, sprints through the ice section.
Jojo
Oh,
only has
and yeah,
Gumi
gets
left to
tagged.
get.
Cannot make 2 mistakes in a
Oh.
row.
Jojo, phenomenal job in that round. Blue Bats is up to 3rd place.
Illumina not really able to pinpoint his opponents down. Only has Jimmy Solidarity right now. We see Fruit Ninja on the screen. Oh my god, that's my duo right there.
That
Fruit
is
versus
the
Illumina.
duo.
Illumina chasing.
Oh, Fruit just put Illumina. Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
but Illumina
He
catches.
broke
At
his
least gets
ankles.
Fruit. Doesn't clear the whole
Wow.
team. But
Just
some
barely.
roommate on roommate violence right there.
Wow.
And Aqua and Yellow, the only 2 teams to survive there. Aqua leapfrogging all the way up into 1st.
Yeah,
With
and I
that
don't think
survival.
Yellow's gonna be too far behind at this point now. Yellow in 3rd. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Top 3, Aqua, Green, Yellow. That's big.
That is big.
Yellow, very surprising. Ampharos, Skeppy, Bad Boy Halo, Ryguy, Rocky. I wasn't expecting them to do as well as they're doing. Not surprising, though. Ampharos and Skeppy, very good movement players. Ryguy, Rocky, I believe, has a lot of experience as well.
Skeppy not good enough
Very
for
good.
Ollie Orion Sound, though, getting taken out as Ollie is chasing. Also, right on Amphros' tail.
Huge.
What a chase this is. Just out of his reach. Spam clicking, trying to get it. Does.
Oh!
That's a big kill for Ollie. Pete
That
is
is.
running away. It should be okay, though. Has a lot of distance right now.
Hannah
And
against
Ollie
Fruit
gets
Bear
all
is the
3.
only person left. Oh,
Sam was tagged by 5UP. Can 5UP find Pete here? 2 players still alive for Lime Llamas. This is going to be a big point scoring round.
oh, Fruit Berries was just able to outbeat Hannah. So close at the end there.
Damn.
Very,
So
very close.
both teams ended up with one
They're in
victor
the
there,
final
one
round.
survival.
Very close points throughout this.
Very close points, yeah.
I'm actually, especially with a 1.5 times multiplier, very surprising.
And Jojo going to choose to be the hunter for the final round for Blue Bats. Shane being the hunter for the Red Rabbits, going in for the kill on Kara, getting it. Ollie already down.
Hannah getting purple early.
Sapnap cooking versus this blue team. Oh, Sapnap missing a jump there, though.
Could come back to bite him.
Tubbo versus Pete on my left here. And what seems to be...
Oh.
Is it Vicstar versus... Oh, it's not. I can't tell who it was, but one of the pack have just taken out Illumina. And it does look like Aqua are probably going to take this victory over the Blue Bats, meaning they probably lock up first place here.
Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Lime ended up struggling a lot at the end there. They were, I believe, in first all the way down to 8th.
Yeah,
Tough. Again,
tough one there.
Not too many point disparity. I mean, 700 honestly is not ideal, but it's not
huge,
1,000.
though.
You were first after the first game.
Yeah.
Still a lot of games
Definitely
to play.
redeemable.
A lot of game to play. Yeah.
Definitely redeemable. And yeah, we see Aqua take home the victory here. Blue in second place. Blue probably holding up that first place spot. And Ollie Orion Sound in top 5 in a movement game. Wow.
Incredible. Incredible performance.
That's what we like to see. Pete having a remarkable performance as expected. And the overall scores on the doors are looking like that. With top 2 indeed being Aqua and Blue. Who knew that in MCC 34, based around weddings, we did in fact have something old, something new, something borrowed, and potentially 2 things that are blue with Aqua and Blue in first 2 spots right now.
That's the crossword knowledge right there coming in. The nice analogy there. It worked out very well.
Thank you very much.
Now we're seeing some scores start to separate. As you said, Aqua and Blue in first. Green in third place right now, about 300 points behind Blue Bats. Lime, Cyan, Orange, Purple. Really, every team is still in it in the hunt. Unless you're a pack fan right now. If you're a
pack fan,
it's looking a little rough. Now, if I'm looking at the individual coin count, there are currently 2 players that have more points than the pack combined, which is, I would say, not ideal after 2 rounds in this event. Not ideal.
Not great, actually. Yeah, not ideal. Being
with 839, Jojo with 804. But you never know. We could see Hunger Games legendary performance. Beijing Canadian kills 25 people. It could happen.
If that happens, I will eat my shorts.
That would be a legendary thing.
It would be a legendary thing.
Something I want to note here as I'm watching the Hannah POV, and this is one of the reasons I love watching Hannah. I find her so competitive. Everyone hanging out, having a good, fun time in the elevator. She is so dialed in on the Decision Dome right now. Looking at the things, looking at where people spawn, and checking where we should throw the eggs. Absolutely, I love this game.
No way. Hannah knows how to win. Hannah knows how to win.
I absolutely love watching Hannah play anything Minecraft. One of the most competitive people I've ever played against and had the pleasure of playing with. Super awesome. And here we go. Here's my guess. I'm going to say Grid Runners. That's the game I think is going to happen right now.
Ooh, okay. Wow, Pete has a bow. I wonder what that bow's going to be used for.
That's
Obviously
big.
Gets his egg as well.
Parrots dunked Rabbits.
Oh, interesting. Weird dunk, though.
Looks like Meltdown could potentially be played. I was thinking that might happen as well. But
Yeah,
they could move
Sands of
over.
Time looking like they have a few votes as well. Voting closing very shortly. Going to start
Ultra
throwing your eggs
adhesive.
pretty soon.
Oh, I think it's going to be Meltdown, or what is to the right?
Wait, am I crazy? Did Pete just vote for? Oh wait, okay, that was a love bow, not a kill bow. Okay, my bad.
Yes.
I thought he threw the egg and then
Meltdown.
shot the egg, like shot the chicken that he just made. I was like, huh? Surely that just completely nullifies your vote entirely. But hey,
Yeah.
that now makes a lot more sense, and he does get what he voted for in Meltdown.
Yeah, Meltdown, not surprising. I was thinking this as well with Grid Runners. You want to play a team game here. You want to play a team game with pop-off potential. Grid
Yeah.
Runners doesn't have pop-off potential, but you're able to communicate a lot, and you can
Hell
pop
yeah.
off in the individual rounds to move on. I think Meltdown is a very similar way. You have a lot of very strong PvP people online, so that makes sense that they were going for that. I think, again, the teams that we have, we picked some great teams. Made some conscious decisions here. I'm really excited to watch Blue here. I think Blue's going to do great. JoJo, second place so far. Really underrated when it comes to MCCs. I don't know why. JoJo's a monster. Like,
Yeah.
could absolutely get #1 here in Meltdown. I think Blue's going to do great. I am hoping for Red Redemption after a lackluster...
Redemption would be
background?
very good to see. I also think
same
the
thing with
purple
Lima.
have been a little bit slacking so far, and I do think
I would say.
we've seen some impressive plays from Martin and Illumina in the past, so I'm looking forward to seeing if they can cook today. But my pick for this one is actually going to be Green Geckos.
You're going to pick Green Guys. That's valid. Purple, great player. Tubbo,
Yeah,
great as well.
I think
I
that
am
there's-
going to stick with Blue Bats.
I think we've got some interesting, just some interesting dynamics going on in the Green Geckos dressing room. You know, I think there's a lot going on between them. Obviously, they're all quite good friends as well, and I'm excited to see how Meltdown goes. I know that they are all very emotive and very, in want of a better word, loud. I'm really interested to see what those comms are going to be like during Meltdown. And honestly, sometimes chaos breeds absolute divinity. And I'm really looking forward to seeing if they can pull something out of the hat here. But of course, like you say, Blue Bats on my screen at all times as well. Looking forward to seeing what goes on there.
Doesn't look like there's been any fights. Red potentially sees someone. FBM had his bow out. Has the pickaxe as well. Going to be mining.
Beelining for that.
Hannah frozen.
Wow,
Live in a fight.
early
Two people
days.
Frozen.
Hannah
And
and Pete.
look at Cyan. Oh my goodness. I saw Hannah turn around, and it's just 4 Cyan people.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
this is so bad.
And-
Lime is
and
just out
already.
instantly.
Already frozen, with Cyan getting an entire squad wipe there.
That
A
is
little bit of trouble for
unfortunate.
Blue, but they have all been unfrozen and they are backing off, rotating and looking for a new spot. Looks like they were going for that coin room, but couldn't quite get it because of the fight that they had to take there. Maybe going to third party on another team, potentially. Looking for that. Shout out
Wow.
Full Mum for giving me a small mid MCC.
Wow. Huge.
Gotta love
That looks phenomenal. That does look phenomenal. Shout out Full Mom. How many subs is it? 700?
700 for the Q&A.
700 for the Q&A.
Potentially
with
that
Full
embarrassing
Mom.
story.
I'm sure there's a lot. Look at Red here, mining the first vault room that we've seen. Very nice.
Ooh,
Red
okay.
Rabbit's in first. With Pink Parrots in second, excuse me.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, that kind of does make sense. We saw a lot of Valorant mains actually performing remarkably well in Meltdown, as it wasn't as much of a Minecraft game. And
Are we calling Pink Parrots Valorant mains?
No, but I mean, Vic's been a Warzone main for a good few years,
That's valid.
being deadly serious, I ain't know what the others have been doing, but hopefully they've been doing some
Well,
sort
I
of
mean-
shooting practice.
Well, I mean, Beijing Canadian Jerome, obviously huge PvPers back in the day. So probably, I would say, compared to combat, where combat stuff is a lot different and just gameplay stuff in general is a lot different from when they played in like 1.6, 1.7. The bow has not really changed. So
And
with the main
Pink Parrots
thing
just got a
being
team
bow,
wipe.
that's huge. Pink Parrots is dominating.
Wow.
I have to say. Pink Parrots is dominating. I can't say that I'm not surprised. I definitely am.
I am
But
surprised a
thinking
bit as
about it a
well.
little more critically, it does make a little bit of sense with
Yeah, and
the
I mean, the
fact that
chemistry's
they're probably
always
very
been there, but
comfortable
they
with
are
those.
in a room that is crumbling right now. Need to get out of it before
Oh.
it does fall beneath their feet. Looks like they're just about to get through, but they encounter another team right here. It is
Oh,
purple.
It is purple.
And Illumina's frozen here, but two of their team are still alive. Scar and Wally Bear. But Vic gets the freeze on Wally. Oh, sorry. Actually, Wally gets the freeze
And they
on
didn't
Vic.
realize
My
that
apologies.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So what just happened there? Wow, purple. Is all of purple out? Is Illumina still alive?
Illumina is
Illumina
alive.
is still alive. Everyone else on purple. Okay. This
Just
is what
fell
happened.
into the void. Oh my
Wally Bear went
gosh.
into the other room while it was crumbling to try and break the heater. Very aggressive play, but did not realize when he went to break the heater, it was the moment that TBNR frags unthawed. So he was able to put another heater down, get another teammate unthawed, and Wally Bear didn't see it at the time. TBNR frags just running around, and Wally Bear and Scar get caught on the other side of the door before it closes, and they get
Was
crumbled in
not
on.
ideal,
with the rest
yeah.
Of the pack. And it's
And
just Illumina. The
now
only
it's
person
just
left to pull up.
Illumina.
That was
But hey,
absurd.
the plot armor is thickening for Mr. Illumina. You know that he
Look
can
at
hit these
Cyan.
shots, and I'm begging for a monumental play to come out from our HBG member.
Cyan was able to mine all of the middle, though. Even if Illumina is able to stay alive here, they only have 200 coins compared to the almost 900 that Cyan was able to rack up. Wow. What an absurd game. I mean, Cyan, we haven't highlighted them too much, but obviously they're doing very well. A very heavy PvP team with Sap.
Oh my god, okay.
Ollie Gamers.
Sorry, the first two shots from Illumina connected perfectly, and I was like, oh my god, it's written in the stars. He didn't quite make it, dying just before Cyan could take out the rest of Cyan team. However, yeah, Cyan, a team that we've kind of been sleeping on, performing
We
very
have
well.
been sleeping on them a little bit. Haven't mentioned them too much, but I mean, Savnap and Shadoon and Ollie, those are some heavy hitters in a game like this. Still 3 more games of Meltdown. Lime wants a redo here. We'll see if Pink Parrots was a fluke. I really hope not, because that would be funny. And we'll see what the other teams can do to stop Cyan.
I really gotta
Lime
stop
going for
eating
it.
during my MCC commentary, but
You are
it just
totally
tastes
fine.
so good.
Lime playing a very different strategy than what they had done before.
Hmm.
Playing much more passive, much more looking at corners, recognizing their mistakes from the last round. A lot of F5 usage coming out from Hannah.
Yeah.
Jojo
Same.
taking the lead for blue. And it looks like red is
Oh my god,
frozen
pink!
by Pink
Pink
Parrots!
again!
Oh
my god.
my gosh. FBM just got bodied by Beijing Canadian and Jerome ASF. That is a legendary performance.
That is
to put in
huge.
the history books.
Dude,
Wow.
how old do you think Shane was when he was watching the pack? Because I'm sure he probably was, around the target audience age back 10 years ago.
Absolutely. Listen, he probably put it down on the fridge. That's what Beijing Canadian's SG server was called, I think. Oh my gosh. Wild.
He probably
Wild
puts it down
performance.
on the fridge. That's so good.
He probably did. He probably did. Red out. Still in third, even though they're out, though. So we'll see how they're able to hold going into the next
A
round.
lot of coins still to be made in this round, though, with all of the center and the vault
and look at
coins
this.
coming out, and Lime
Cyan
able to
found
pick
blue.
them all up.
Cyan and blue going through it right now. But Lime is all in the corner. Lime's positioning, or Lime, excuse me, Cyan's positioning. It's very poor, but where Ollie's standing is almost like a choke point for them. Ollie respawn in, out. Is blue going to be able to save the rest of their teammates? Cyan was able to reposition. They were in a really tough spot for a second, but able to get out. Blue, Ollie was a little bit more aggressive than the rest of his team. I don't think it was a misplay by Ollie. I think his team should have backed him up a bit more, but unfortunate. Looks like Cyan, though, playing very passive. They have the lead, letting blue stay alive going into
Wow,
the next
that's a really
phases
interesting
here.
play.
Very,
Leaving blue to
very
stay
passive
alive,
from
but,
Cyan.
could be beneficial.
Very passive. Lime, again, still alive. Purple, potentially out. Illumina's dead on your screen. Wally is dead on mine. Purple is completely out. Wow. So
Yeah.
purple, red, and aqua are the 3 teams that are completely out at the moment.
Yeah. Pink,
Oh,
again,
and Hannah got
cooking.
shot from such a tough angle by Cyan. Cyan looks like they're fighting.
Wait, no.
Lime right
Hannah
now?
got third-partied by JoJo from Blue.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Is that?
Oh my
that's
god,
what
and
happened?
Pink
Yeah.
coming in against this against this Lime team right now. Pete getting the kill on, at least the freeze onto Preston.
Huge. Was able to save Hannah there. And Cyan is out. Cyan is
Cyan
out.
out.
Big. Hannah calming really well. Getting Pink. But again, Team our frags unfrozen at the exact perfect time. And they don't realize it. So now 2 of Lime is just completely stuck. They're basically almost choke pointed off by their ice. 2 passive though from Pink. Letting them get the respawns. Hannah
Able to get
back
the
in the fight.
unfreezes. That's huge.
But Hannah frozen again for, I believe, the 4th time this game.
By
Oh my gosh.
Yellow team of all teams. I didn't even know Yellow were involved in this fight.
Yellow coming in. I mean, the map is small now. All the teams getting in on each other. Pink Parrots are in first place right now in Meltdown. Do not look now. But wow. Still a lot of game left to play. Green coming in.
Yeah, there's just
Green
so
not in
many.
the top 5, but
There's
still
so
alive.
many like ice sculptures in the middle. I don't even know who's who at this point.
This is a wild fight going on. Gumi and Pete
Pete,
still alive.
but going aggressive. Antfrost unfreezes. Bad Boy Halo gets the kill on Pete. Oh, and a
And it
trade
just
out there
wasn't enough.
for Gumi and Ants getting each other.
What a play. What an unbelievable play from Lime and Pink there. Yellow, I think, is going to be okay here, but
While
it
all
might be
this
too
was
little too
happening,
late.
Orange had a free path to the middle island and got all of the coins,
Orange found no other teams in the entire path. This
getting
just
them
shows,
up
look,
into
they're
third
in
place
second.
so far.
Yeah, they
And-
end up in wow.
Wow.
Wow. Pink isn't, dude. Whoa. The old guard on top right now. Bayesian Canadian Jerome ASF, Vicstar, and TBNR frags. But don't forget, second place, Captain Sparkles, making his name well known with the old guys in second place as well.
Hell
This
yeah,
is
I love to see
unbelievable.
that. And oh my god, yeah, this is brilliant. This is fantastic.
This is an unbelievable round of Meltdown. This is unbelievable. We got to keep our eyes peeled here. What teams are going to be aggressive? We know that the best way to get coins is just to go for the middle. That's why Orange is doing so well, because they just haven't found a fight. So our team's going to start to recognize that, play much less aggressive. We saw that worked with Cyan, but then they ended up just dying. They couldn't get away in time. So what is going to be the game plan? How many fights are we going to see in this early game?
I am unaware as to that. However, looking at our POVs, the difference between round 1 and 2 has been huge for all of them. You know,
Yes,
with Illumina
I
getting
agree.
5th in round 1, but 35th in round 2.
Yep.
Shane in 9th in round 1, but last place in round 2. And Pete, the other way round, flipping the script, getting last on round 1, but 10th in that most previous game, getting a lot of freezes, getting a lot of coins, and mining up an entire vault room. I
It
think.
looks like Orange Ocelots might have found something, as they're in first place now.
Yep, and it looks like Purple.
Lime finds a fight.
Oh my god, and Purple are getting frozen by guess who? None else but Pink once again. But Purple
Wow.
actually putting up a really good fight here. Scar and Martin in the
Scar
Littlewood
is cooking.
doing really well here. Yellow Yak's already out. But while all of this is going on,
Look,
Lime get almost entirely frozen, do get some heaters down. And Ollie Orion Sound versus Blue versus Red right now in a crate room. The one benefit
Unbelievable.
is that Blue did end up getting that.
and it looks like Purple is all out. They were
Yeah,
they
Blue
were eliminated
also
by Pink.
all out.
Wow,
Blue
that
did
is-
get
that is
the
big.
Blue did get the vault, however, and Shane aggressively teabagging on someone's corpse, and I'm not quite sure whose.
Wow.
But as in lip
Quite the
bitten,
play.
shift clicking, bro was really going to town. But yeah, does win that fight against Blue there.
Wow. Absolutely. Lime's still alive.
Lime
and
are
Red.
still
Pink
alive.
on top.
Pink
This is
still.
gonna be big for Lime. Big confidence boost for Lime going into the next rounds. Same thing with Red here. How close are they gonna make it? Are all these MCC players really gonna let the pack come in here and just take first place in Meltdown? Is that really what's gonna happen?
That would be huge.
But Pink Parrots is out. I just looked at the tab on JoJo's screen. They're all dead.
Oh, wait, they're all
can't get any
dead?
more
Oh my
coins.
gosh.
They cannot get any more coins. yellow or orange is very
Orange
close
are
behind
only
them.
8 coins behind.
And there they are, now in the lead.
Now in the lead. But Sam Unfrozen is probably going to put them back down.
Wait a second. Losing coins somehow.
Yeah, so when you freeze a player, you do pick up those coins, but if they are then to get subsequently unfrozen, you lose them back. And
That makes sense.
however, Orange does get into almost like a double team, get pincered. Sorry, Lime get pincered by both Orange and Cyan, coming in from both directions. Cyan also right on the pink parrot's tail right now.
Lime been really struggling to get anything going. Red sees the vault, has, I think, the best position in this game left.
Rambo is quietly sneaking right behind Red. I don't think any of them know. Rambo could get an insane 4K here. I'm watching on a Luminous screen, and Rambo has... Sorry, not Rambo. Rambo is the one who's getting flanked by Aqua? Oh, it's Fruit! That is not the player you want to be behind you when there's 4 Reds focusing somewhere else.
FBM going for the mid, though.
And Fruit sneaking
Peter out.
around on the corner.
Frozen. Is it going to be enough? It gets unfrozen. Still has the pickaxe.
Lots
Gets
and
the
lots
freeze on puns. Should just be mining right now.
Is mining, gets the double freeze up there,
done.
but gets eliminated by none other but than Fruit, coming in at the last second and mining up the remnants of the crates. Oh, you knew he was behind, but who expected him to be the last one alive, mining up half of those crates? Red Rabbits do get up into 4th with that, and Orange Ocelots take home the victory with a slightly surprising one. But Cyan, again, doing very, very well. Aqua and Blue, our current top 2, are down in 6th and 7th, going to potentially be slipping slightly here. And Joel Smallish Beans taking home the first individual for this game.
Wow. By a lot, I should say.
By a substantial margin.
Wow, that is absolutely wild. Pink Parrots, again, top 3 after a very, very poor first 2 performances. And now, don't look now, but they're almost right back in the thick of it. It looks like it's a very competitive thing here.
There's no longer a big gap between them and, let's say, a mid-table finish. They are, albeit in the chasing pack, pardon the pun, they are still in and around the competition here. I really wanted to use that one. That was quite good.
a quick update here. Blue Bats still somehow in first, but only by 3 coins.
Oh,
Orange
wow.
right on their tail.
And Aqua,
3rd place.
I want to see where Cyan are. Cyan are in 4th, yeah.
4th, and Lime are 5th. So that's kind of the separator is right now between 5th and 6th. It's about 500 coins between 5th and 6th. But it's also 500
from
5th
to 1st. Yeah.
And don't look now, but number 1 individual, Smallish Beans.
Let's go, Joel! Oh my gosh. See, Joel, as far as I know, was a very, very strong bingo, but faster in previous MCCs, well known to have, I believe, not lost a single bingo but fast in between MCC 1 and MCC 6, I think. Obviously, has taken the loss so far, but having played that game and then 2 more, still in first individual, does show how Joel Smallish Beans is not one to be slept on. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he does perform later on. Illumina finding a crowd member called Mad Femboy Uwu and having a little dance with them, which
is very base.
This is quite funny.
Femboy Uwu appreciates that. This is quite epic. And it looks like we're going to be heading to the Decision Dome shortly. But Fulham will tell you all about what's going to happen in the Decision Dome because I'm going to get up and grab a water. So
all right, go for it. I decided to grab a water mid-game, and by a water, I do mean an Angelo Poretti Birra Italiana because there's nothing better to do than crack open a cold one while you're watching MCC, in my honest opinion. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this one does turn out. 2 times coin multiplier from now on, and we are about to see the 4th out of 8 games. Pink Parrots finally having a very good game there, and I think they're pretty pleased with themselves. So, hopefully they're going to have a back-to-back here. I wonder if Pink are going to be looking for potentially survival games. Is survival games in this rotation? I didn't see the rotation, honestly.
I think it is going to get added after the break. think it's gonna be added
okay.
after the break. Looks like potentially teams are talking about Sands of Time, which would be very early in an MCC.
Would be early. However, we have seen Sands not played before recently, and hey, Sands of Time first
2 chickens
in MCC
stuck
Rising.
on. Do you see these 2 chickens stuck on the Sands of Time, the word?
Are they?
I don't know what is going on up there.
A few of them are standing on the border right now. Will they move in time? Doesn't look like they are. And hole in the wall gets chosen.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Gonna be... I'm curious to see what teams are gonna do good here. A movement-based game, but not typical movement. It's gonna be a lot of navigation. You don't need to go fast.
Notoriously,
very
Couriway
precise.
not very good at hole in the wall. If you want to see him play it
Notable
20 times.
poor hole in the wall player, Couriway. Would not be too OP to have an MCC event. Couriway
No, I think it's very reasonable. Hey, has Ollie got a glass of wine?
Hey!
Cheers to that, buddy.
I
Cheers
like
to
Ollie's
that.
shirt, by the way. The Magikarp go hard.
Yeah, they do go very hard. Very hard. Very carp.
Very cool.
Yeah, Ollie Orion Sound, obviously very, very big Pokemon enjoyer. And
Based.
has the shirt to back it up.
Very based indeed. So this is an interesting hole-in-the-wall map, mainly because it is very symmetrical. There's a lot of things you can do. There's not a platform in the middle as well, which is
I was going to say...
You can't just stand smack in the middle.
The 8 black blocks in the very center of the map do, I believe, get removed after around about 20 to 30 seconds. So it does start to become 2 almost separate maps.
Yes. So I think the things that are going to be really interesting here is I think Lime, is really going to have a redemption arc because Pete is so good at hole in the wall. I think the Green Geckos, again, is going to do great because Tubbo and Purple are going to be really good at hole in the wall. Unfortunately, I don't know what the pack are going to be able to do here. I'd love to be proven wrong, but this is just a very MCC-centric game. It's hard to come in here and just dominate this.
It is.
If I have to grab a sleeper pick at this point, I think... wow, it's tough. I would say maybe... I could see Yellow doing good with Antfrost. Antfrost is a very good movement player.
Interesting one. Okay.
Here we go. No one fell. First thing. Great start.
No one fell on the first wall. Got to be careful of these central blocks that are going to be moving pretty soon. Now, I know that a lot of players deliberate between whether to say northeast, southwest, or a color. And personally, I'm definitely in the northeast, southwest camp rather than the color camp. But
I would agree with you.
I believe that a lot of teams do go for the yellow to call out which wall is coming from which direction. And of course, at the end of the day, any call out is useful. But for me, I know that east is to the right of north. I can spin to get from east to north. Or west is directly opposite me. But for someone to say red and I'm looking at yellow, I'm like, well, where's yellow? I actually wouldn't know that.
As a pea-brain individual, if
Indeed.
you called out a color to me that wasn't blue, I would be very confused because I would just think the wall is blue. I'm looking at a blue wall. I would not think of the color on.
No, that's very valid. That's very valid. That's very valid.
So people are starting to fall. 5-ups falls very early.
5-up,
which
currently
is
midway
very
through his
surprising to me.
dubathon. He has not taken a dub on this exact game, but I'd like to see him.
I forgot about 5-ups subathon.
Yeah.
So does this mean if he doesn't win MCC, he has to stream for another entire month until the next event?
Genuinely do not know, and the answer may be yes.
That would be quite something.
It would.
A lot of people are starting to fall here.
Definitely would be.
A lot of blue alive. 3 blue still alive. 2 purple. 3 red. And all 4 of lime are still alive.
Illumina standardly cooking.
Oh, Sam
here.
falls.
Equally, Lime doing very well. Also, Mr. Orion Sound still alive. All 4 of my POVs still hanging in there. Halfway through. 20 players remain.
Oh, this is a tough one. Wow, that is a really difficult wall.
And all 4 of my streams have frozen as soon as I say that. That's poggers.
Oh, I'll
Oh,
hook you up
no.
here. It looks like
Oh, yeah, they're back.
there
They're
are
back.
4 people remaining. Okay, nice. 4 people remaining. I believe Pete is one of them.
Oh, 4. Okay, my one
FBM?
says 10. That's a bit silly. I don't know why. Oh, okay. I'm down to 4 now. Maybe I might need to give my
The
page
winner
a
was
little
Pizza
refresh.
Hut.
Yippee! Let's go, Pete.
Surprised. Wow. He is so good at hole in the wall. I'm watching.
He is
him on your
quite
screen.
good at this
That
video
is
game, isn't he?
very impressive. Going into the next round here, Jojo got 11th, FBM second,
I
Wally
would
Bear
wanna do that,
6th.
but then I'm worried that it's going to cause me to like.
Very good performances here.
Yeah, very, very strong.
Is that Illumina 7th on your screen? I can't tell with the
Illumina has certainly got some bit rate right now.
Illumina certainly has a number of pixels on
Yes,
their
there
screen
are.
at the
There
moment.
is. There
It
is
is 7.
an amount of pixels that I am seeing. What happens if you fall off pre-map?
You
Because there are
cannot. There are barrier blocks.
Okay,
but
that's-
you
that's-
can fall off right after the game starts, which I'm very well aware of.
This is a Yeah, everyone running around like this. I know that people are bored and stuff. I'm standing deadly still. I am not taking any risk. I don't want to take any risk early on.
I would agree with you there.
Red Rabbit's in second there, performing very well. And Lime Llamas, of course, taking that first position.
I think hole in the wall, sometimes people forget how individual centric it is. Like
It is.
I don't think staying alive as a team matters that much compared to some of the other like games like Meltdown, where it's you just get the points from coins and less from kills. This is very individually based, and we see that with Pizza Hut dominating. And if it was more team based, I think Lime would be even higher up because they were alive as I believe the last team with 4 people. So it's very individual. You want to have someone on your team being able to crack the top 3 every time, as you just get so many more coins for that. Top 3 and top 10 are the 2 big thresholds here. It'll be interesting to see who's
Yeah.
gonna be able to make it happen.
It
Notably,
does-
as I say that, Jojo 11th, just missing out on some nice extra coins there that could have helped put Blue in the top 5. Pretty simple. Similar walls. Nothing too different yet.
Nothing
Everyone's
too
still
difficult
alive.
yet. Obviously, we're still on the easy walls. And everyone
Hole in the
is
Wall
still
a
alive.
game, I just feel like when the difficulty spikes, it spikes. It does
It
not
does.
really
It's a very
go
fast ramp.
linearly. It just is like, oh, now half the lobby is dead. It just kind of happens. So,
Joel
gonna be
Smallish
interesting to
Beans,
see.
#1 individual, but #1 out in this game.
Stupid Piston.
Ooh.
This is my favorite wall, by the way. The Massachusetts wall, my absolute favorite.
Massachusetts wall.
See what is happening here. Oh, this is a tough jump. We'll see who's able to get it. Looks like Jerome falls. Only Jerome. Very nice from the competitors.
Ooh, this one's also a tough wall.
Sapnap out early.
Ooh, Sapnap out early is big.
There's still 33. Sapnap was the 35th person to fall out. That is massive for Cyan. Okay.
This is one of those ones where you can jump straight through and fall into one of the little 1x1 holes. I wonder if anyone's going to do exactly that. Doesn't look like it is.
Not what you
Jerome
want
saying, how is butt censored but piss boy isn't? That's a very good question.
That's a definite, like...
It's a question for the
I
ages,
feel like
if you will.
that's a Tubbo Tommy in it problem, for sure. But that would be my guess there. Also, notably, Skeppy eliminated and then immediately left the game, so that's epic.
Nice. I would honestly do the same thing.
Very based. Down to 22 people, about half the lobby left. Now we're really starting to cook.
Oh, and it's coming
Jojo
fast
playing
now.
really well.
Illumina just about scraping through that wall. Oh, just how did he get through that one as well?
Oh!
How is this
Now we're down
happening?
to
How is he doing well?
3.
Like you say, it does go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Instantly.
Illumina still alive, and one red player also still alive. It is I can't tell.
Is that
No,
Gumi?
Gumi's with Lime.
Are you sure?
Oh no, it was Shovel.
Shovel
in second place, and Illumina just falling
That is
afterwards.
impressive.
Shelby doing really, really well there.
That was very impressive.
Pulling Red Rabbits up into first place with that.
Wow. Yeah. Red in first, Lime in second. Red very sneakily good at this game. I can't lie, I wasn't expecting Shelby to get top 2 in a hole in the wall, but
100%.
very impressive. So again, like we're saying, the reason Red is in first right now, they had it. I think they're the only team that's had 2 people in the top 3 so far. So that is why they're in first place right now. FBM first game, Shovel the second.
Yeah, we've got.
It looks like it's pretty competitive throughout. All the POVs we're watching are 1,
Ooh.
3.
Sorry, that was the wall.
The
saying,
POVs we're
"Ooh,"
watching
not
are
me.
1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is quite good.
Wow.
We
Oh
finally
yeah.
hit the nail on the head.
So they are. Who knows if they're still gonna be in about 5 minutes time?
We'll see.
How is the pack all
people
streaming on
fell.
one channel? I'm like,
They are doing that.
I'm,
I don't know how we're doing that, but that is why we did not pick them as a POV to watch.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but you know.
38 still. I wonder who the 2 people were that fell instantly. That is really unfortunate. Wasn't anyone on the POVs we're watching.
Pete,
Jojo
stop
seems to
doing
have a really
360s.
good understanding of the game.
Silly little guy. Scared. And the wall speed starts to increase
Here we
now.
go. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Good jump.
Oh, 2 people from blue fall and 2
Yeah.
people from green.
Tubbo early out in this round.
Jojo doing a really good job really figuring out
Hannah
where
also
exactly
taking
you
a
need to be.
fall.
Hannah does fall. Hannah, unfortunate performance here.
And
know she would've
Shane,
loved to do better.
oh, just about scrapes through after a very, very tough encounter with the wall just prior.
We're down to 15.
Pink
Oh, this
Parrot's
is a tough
all
one.
out.
Oh,
This wall is... You need to
Blue.
shift, and Illumina doesn't get there. Getting
Oh,
a
no.
death to his name.
oh, that
Much
is rough.
earlier than his prior rounds.
13 people left. Notably, Shane, FBM, the only person left on red. Oh, there goes Aqua.
Aqua is down. Fruitberries in 10th.
Jojo playing phenomenally well.
Sam taking a slip there, taking a tumble.
Oh.
Pete getting through the wall, and as
Down
you
to
commentated and cursed, Jojo is gone. Martin
And
takes a fall.
Shane!
Shane's the one that takes the victory. Second,
Shane
8th,
is the
and
one.
then first. I believe that Pete
Great
may
performance
still
from
just
Shane.
about take first individual from Hole in the Wall.
That was very impressive. Very impressive performance. That was not easy at all. Hole in the wall, very difficult game mode.
And he does only
a-
just ahead of
Wow.
Shane, but does just about get there.
Wow. Pete barely. Look at the separation, by the way, between 2 and 3.
Shane
So
going
many
straight
people.
for the jugular.
Holy moly.
And there we go. I couldn't even see who was top there. Is it still blue? Is it still blue?
I believe it is. I believe it might be.
And just like that, it is break time.
It is break time. No. I don't know if we should tell the audience about our specific incredible halftime show that we have planned.
Do I want to even be here for the halftime show?
Oh, it looks like our performer has arrived.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm very excited. I don't know if they have a video presentation going along with their audio performance.
You guys are hyping this up way too much.
Well, you were the one that asked for it.
You asked me to do it.
No, we didn't.
No, yes, you did. You brought it up.
I
asked if I could do
actively-
commentary.
Nope.
I asked if I could do commentary. If Curry didn't, I was just gonna do an analysis of how the games went. I don't.
Feel free.
I've
Analyze them.
all right, but
And
hold on, I have
time
start-
to
no,
analyze
this- well, hold
the
on.
game, President Bounty.
Hold on. Now this looks like a job for me, so Lewis and Curry, just follow me, cause I watched a little of MCC and it feels so empty without Curry. I said this looks like a job for me, so Lewis and Curry, just follow me, cause I watched some of MCC, it feels so empty without Curry. I wrote that 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Now then, time to. That was my intro. You know how like they have intro for halftime shows. You know. Corey, thanks for the sub.
Thanks, Corey.
All right. After 4 of the 8 games played in this MCC 34, a thrilling MCC 34. We have a very, very close event leaderboard. Orange Ocelots not listening to the orange team of Manchester United, which didn't have a great day today. They're actually
Orange
winning
team?
some games.
Oh.
They have an orange logo.
It's
Anyway, they're
definitely
in
red,
first
but
place.
sure, okay.
Couriway calling him out as a sleeper pick, and it seems to be working out so far. Captain Sparkles, Kara Corvus, Puns, and Smallish Beans with incredible performances. Blue Bats in a close second, only about 100 down. Jojo, Gemini, Orion Sound, and Smager, who was having some internet. Orion, tomato, tomato.
Like the consolation.
Very close second mate. Scott Smager having some internet issues. Lime Llamas. Now, Mahatma Gandhi once said,
Oh, God.
when you have limes, you make limonade. What have they done? They've made some limonade. After the first game, they were in first place. Following that, not really anything super stellar, but they did just get a second in hole-in-wall, which brings them all the way up to third. The Red Rabbits now, 6-6-6-0 is how many points they have. And if you take away the 0, that's Satan's number. So I don't know if that's going to be a point of contention here in the second half, in the second 45 minutes plus extra time. Now then we have a bunch of mid-tier team. The Pink Parrots, who are really hyped going into this event. I know Fulham picked them as his sleeper pick, wanted them to win. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be doing so hot. They're a 10.
I don't believe I said that, actually. I don't
You
think
did.
I
You did.
I'm going to be real. I don't think I did.
I do just want to give a massive shout out to the Pink Parrots for their performance in Meltdown. Top 3 with, not a lot of main Minecraft players on their things. Lewis called them Valorant mains, which is just a blatant lie.
No, I also didn't do that either. But
no, he did. No, he did. No, he did.
I think I
He
did.
He did.
But
He did.
okay.
He did. Call them, yeah, but unfortunately they are not Valorant mains. But a very solid performance. Now, if you take a look at the individual coin count, you have Fire Breathman in first place, who didn't respond to my first ever interaction with him. Was a Twitter post replying to his tweet, calling him a fake Patriots fan. So I'm sure we have some beef there. I might have to write a tweet longer about that. Pete Zaha is saying Domino to a poor performance because he's.
That could have been worse. Domino.
It could have been worse. Thank you. And well, that brings me right to third place because I just wanted to make a puns. Who's in third place? Individual. Jojo Solos. Fruit with a quite a disappointing performance for someone of his caliber. Only 5th place. As someone who's kind of taught him everything he knows, I would love, a better performance from him. And then if we go down to 37th place, somehow not in last, we have Vicstar. And I just want to give a massive shout out to my brown bud. We went to high school together, we went to primary school together, and we went to college together.
Didn't.
No,
You're not from the UK.
I am in it.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, clearly you must be. I apologize.
Anyway, and that concludes my halftime analysis. And I'm just going to go ahead and predict the next game is going to be Sky Battle.
Definitely not because the tweet is already done. Right?
What
buddy?
is it? Is it actually? I didn't look at the tweet.
No,
I don't know.
it
I
is,
have no
and
idea.
it's
Look
going to
at
be
the
to
tweet.
get to the other side. That's
Oh,
Sky Battle's not even
can I
on
change
the
my
tweet.
guess?
Yeah. Try again.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
And I predict that the next game is gonna be shit. What was it? Parkour Warrior.
And he's
Yep.
done. Tony, thank you so much for your expert analysis.
Okay, I just disconnected.
Really
I couldn't deal with it
appreciate that.
anymore. So we're back
sounds
from the
good.
break. Hopefully, I cut that out of the YouTube video. And we had a very fun time. We
did. So Poundy did bring up a point that was a little bit interesting that he did not mean to actually, brought up, which was he mentioned Fruitberry's underperforming in 5th, which is not true. Your fruit top 5 is totally acceptable. Everyone in the top 5 is doing really well. But I was just taking a scroll down here, and you would think it's still very early, still very very early. But Illumina Purple 10 and 11, I could see them shooting up a lot.
Ooh, yeah.
I could see Amfrost 15th. I could see him shooting up a lot. I could see Wally Bear 23rd. Would be shocked if he's not shooting up near the top 10 by the end of this event. Who else is around here that I think could really pop off? You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I see someone like Carr, who's 30th right now, climb up into the top 20. Could definitely see that. And yeah, I think that's about all I have with that. But I think this is gonna be pretty interesting. It looks like there's a very clear top 3 right now. Obviously, still a lot of games to be played. There's a 400-point gap between 3rd and 4th, and then another like 600-point gap between 6th and 7th. So I guess we're gonna see who else is able to separate themselves. But the top 3 are starting to look a little bit clear.
OMG, look, the audience is in the Decision Dome. What are they going to
They
pick?
They are in Decision Dome. Legendary. It is going to be, if it is to get to the other side here, as you said it is.
No, it's either to get to the other side or Parkour Warrior. They're both 19%, and I couldn't tell which one it was. Oh, it is Parkour Warrior. Okay.
It's Parkour Warrior. Okay, so I think this is we were just talking about Purple and Illumina. This is exactly what they needed, right? This is something that they're both going to be really, really good at. And I think this is something that, although you can be very solo-oriented, I think on a team is going to be really important here. We have to look for teams that I think are going to be able to fully complete the board. I think that's where we're going to see someone like... I could see Red being able to do that for sure. See Red being able to do that.
Couriway, for myself,
Yes.
as a MCC, I would say semi-pro MCC watcher, I somewhat understand how Parkour Warrior works. However, even though it is on the face of it, very simple game, some of the intricacies of, routes and, routes and, like you said, filling the board there, I think that's going to be very confusing to those who are watching potentially MCC for the first time, or even the first time in a few MCCs. So, do you want to just give us a run through of exactly what you have to do? But if you are on a team, let's say there's a team of 4, what's your main aim here to score as many points as you can?
Absolutely, and I'm going to do this in 22 seconds because that's how long it takes until the game starts. So,
go.
There's a list of about 12 courses, or I think there's 10 courses until the end of the race on Parkour Warrior. It is very crucial that in these 10 minutes, you get to the end of the course, everyone on your team finishes. However, if you want to get a little extra, you're pretty good at parkour, there are bonus courses. There are 4 sections of 3 bonus courses that you can complete, as well as different endings at the end for more bonus coins and points at the end. All really important. You can see on our screen, most of the people who are watching are going to be going for the bonuses because they are all very good at Minecraft, and that's why we're watching them. So, very crucial here, especially in the early game. A lot of the bonuses are easier. These bonus courses are going to be easier to complete. You get medals. Medals end up translating to the coins at the end, and the team with the most medals is going to be able to win. But you are able to get a lot more medals on the time limit if you're good at parkour and can clutch up.
Indeed, and you can go for those... Yeah, the kind of bonus medals along the sides, but then you really have to focus on going through the main parts, the main goals. And you can see a lot of our POVs have already completed that bonus 3 courses inside a minute, so they're now able to go back to those the main line of courses, or the main board, or however you really want to describe it, to get those the main objectives. Now, while they've still got a lot of time to.
Absolutely. And it looks like FBM, was really killing it for a second there. Cyan Coyotes in the lead. A team that can do very well. I think they're going to have players that are going to be able to finish all of these. I think they, as they are in the lead right now, or we're very close to lead, I don't think they have someone that's absurdly good at movement. I don't think they have people that are going to be able to get the hard ending. So even though they're doing very good right now, I'm not sure if they'll be able to hold it in the end. I'd love to be proven wrong, though. I think realistically, Red Rabbits has a really good chance of doing significantly well here.
Very true.
I think Blue Bats is going to be my pick for this game.
Interesting.
I don't think they have a single person that is going to be not able to complete it, and I think JoJo and Scott are potentially going to be able to do hard endings.
Ooh, okay. Good calls for the for your hard ending picks there. I do think that a team that may actually struggle with this a little bit more is going to be that Lime Llamas here. I think that they have been performing really well so far, but I think they could struggle to get all of these bonus points, and also potentially I do think that some of them may believe that how do I describe this? I think that maybe a few of them
check. It might be an ego check.
Yeah.
It might be a little ego check. That's all.
I think
And that's-
sometimes you may overestimate your abilities, especially when the blood's racing. You've had a good game the game before. You may go for a hard ending, and it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone for this, or you've spent a little bit too long going on one of these bonus routes, and it's like, can I still get to the finale? Now, I have no doubt that Lime could definitely prove me wrong here, and I actively hope that they do. But I think that potentially it does happen, and we've seen it happen before.
Yes.
So I think that maybe Lime Llamas could get caught out with their hand in the cookie jar for a little too long.
I think so as well. Now, insider information, I know Hannah has been practicing parkour extensively. This is basically all she's been doing. She's been practicing parkour for these moments as she is just able to finish all of the second bonuses, which is great. Now, it is very, very early still. There's a ton of time.
Lots
a lot
of time
the leaderboard
left.
is very
Yes.
close. Red is a little bit ahead here, but really doesn't matter too much.
No, we're all within 5, 6, 7 coins sort of thing.
Nothing really major here. What we're going to see is as the timer gets lower, there's going to be less time to do these bonuses.
Yeah.
People who aren't as amazing at parkour are going to start skipping them, and that's when we're going to see...
Yeah, and we can see that Ollie's already used one of those teleportation scrolls to get back onto the main path after struggling a little bit with one of the harder bonuses and deciding to go into, back to the roots, if you will. And
there's
also
no shame in
Shane
that. It's
doing
very
the same thing on one of the hard courses towards the end.
I'm very surprised that Shane did that because of how skilled Shane is as a
Very true,
player.
but he understands
And
how
there's
important
a
it
lot
is
of time left still. He does understand. Maybe he wants to give himself more time for the hard
for the
goal
hard
to win.
ending, potentially.
That is what I'm thinking here, but I think there's a lot of time left on the clock here. I think that was a little bit early. Oh, as he makes an unreal...
Wow, that Snake Rush
That
play
was-
was immense.
That was
Huge. Oh, and stumbles at the final hurdle. Did the hard stuff.
Wow.
Failed on the easy part here.
Wow.
Ollie
That
going
is-
for this bonus one. This is the one that Shane gave up on, so I'd really love to see Ollie
So,
cook here.
as I mentioned right now, Jojo was someone I was looking at, has completed 3 of the whole bonuses and is going to be right behind FBM here in a
3
second.
or 4?
And she's completed 3 full ones.
Wait.
And is now going to the 4th one.
Oh, what, am I crazy in saying that Pete's completed 4?
No, I just don't have Pete's screen up.
Oh, okay.
You are. Oh, yes. Sorry, you're right. And I forgot,
Yeah. As in the
Jojo
very
has completed 4
right
as well.
before
Jojo's
the
completed 4.
yeah. Might have missed the very
Yeah.
first group.
Yes, I did miss that. Thank you. Jojo now on that as well. Pete, this looks very interesting.
Oh, and
he
Pete
gets
missing
it.
the final
Oh,
jump. That's
he did not
really
get it. Never
disappointing,
mind.
actually. He's got time,
that
though,
is
and he's confident in his abilities. But again, it's
Yep.
all about how much you can trust yourself to make sure you finish this course. Of course, he's very far through, only with 3 more main path objectives still to complete. So he's able to spend a bit more time on this. Hasn't missed a single bonus so far, and has already got to the final jump
Oh
of
my
this
goodness.
already.
FBM with a phenomenal performance on a very, very, very hard bonus. Very nicely done. It was the Iron Door ladder. It was the Iron Door Neo.
Yeah, the Iron Door Neos are tough.
Very difficult.
It's what Pete is going for right as we speak. I believe that Illumina's taken a few tumbles on the course just prior to the Iron Trapdoor Neos. And I think he's looking to try and just set the record straight, get himself back up. As you said, he has been slightly underperforming. Arguably one of the one of the surefire S tier players. He doesn't want to be seen as not getting up towards that top 5 in one of these games.
No,
of course,
not at all.
especially
and here's the hard
in
ending
parkour.
that FBM is on the hard ending now. It is going to be salmon ladders again. I believe it was salmon ladders in the last
I
MCC.
believe it was.
So
and-
this is, although this looks hard, there is a setup for this, so it is not as difficult. If FBM has 3 minutes here to just take time, he knows the setup. I'm 100% positive he knows the setup for this, and needs to just take his time with it. He's got 3 whole minutes. And if he's able to complete this, we will see the medals obtained for Red Rabbits skyrocket.
Okay, he is slipping a little bit. Just can't get in your own head now. You've committed to the bit. Now make sure you can complete it. He's got the skill. He needs to just see this out. While this is going on, everyone else is going through. We see that Pink are going to be probably taking some of the easier endings, maybe not going for as many bonuses as some of these other teams, but do at least get the finish on the course. I don't see anyone else on the salmon ladders here, as you say. It does look like it might just be Shane, and he is a substantial way up right now. Oh my gosh, I should stop speaking. I should simply stop speaking.
That was tragic. Now, when they say hard in this, they truly do mean hard. Jojo and Scott, as I predicted, both going for hard, but 2 minutes left. Is it going to be enough time?
Pete,
and Hannah is able to finish the medium, does a very good job, ends up getting 3, 6, 9, 12 of the 15 bonuses and a medium ending, and that is going to be able to propel Lime into third right now.
Pete. Oh, he's going for it. He is going for the hard with 1 minute 40 on the clock. I don't know if he's going to have enough time here, and this is the kind of thing I was worried about. But he is cooked. He has absolutely destroyed the checkerboard swap, making me eat my words, eating a bit of humble pie.
That is not the hard part. This is going to be what really separates. I don't believe anyone has finished the hard yet.
And he's going to dip. He's going to know when to quit and going to go for the medium ending, and I really love to see that.
That's
just
an important thing.
It's just very smart
looks like
to know when you're beaten.
done that as well. FBM has done that as well.
And that's fine. The more important thing
still on the salmon ladder is Jojo is going fast on the salmon ladders. Whoa, Jojo climbing. I know you can't see it on your screen. Oh, she took a tumble. Oh, okay. But she's still, I would say,
Pete
well
completes,
over halfway
Ollie
up.
completes, and Shane completes. All of them getting the medium ending.
Oh, and Jojo does give up and heads on over to the medium setting.
To the medium with still only 30 seconds to go. It's not the easiest.
It is not the easiest. This one I specifically have troubles with. But if you do line yourself up correctly, it is not awful.
Who's the red player that's... Oh, who's the red player on...
Michael
on here right now?
Yeah,
it could be. There's a red player who's going to run back to try and get the easy mode. And it is Shovel.
10 seconds. I don't think it's going to be enough time.
I don't think there's going to be enough time either, which is going to be rough. Lots of people going for this easy ending and struggling.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, there's overtime. Oh, one more attempt. So no, if you fall now, it's over, but you can still complete.
Jojo has to make one jump.
Oh, and Shovel takes a tumble. Oh, that's tough.
That's unfortunate.
That is tough. Scar also takes a tumble. Jojo does complete, like you say.
This is big. This is big. And Blue, a team I thought was going to do very well, ends up getting second. And now the thing is the score breakdown. So medals are awarded different levels of coins.
Yes. Gold, silver, bronze, different levels. And we can see here, not too many gold medals for...
Jojo, 280 gold.
Wow. Okay. That's huge.
And that's going to put Blue in second, Red in first from great performances from their start. Oh, what is that bonus? The team bonus at the end. Oh my gosh. Did you see that score change?
I did not. Aqua leaping? Am I crazy?
Wow.
Wow.
We mentioned how much completing as a team is.
Yep.
And that was unbelievable.
Fruitberries. What? Did Fruitberries do the hard ending? He must have done.
He must have done.
He must have done, and we must have missed it. Oh my gosh! Standard Fruitberries W. This is becoming ever more common, and they push themselves into second, propelling themselves up that leaderboard after a monumental Parkour Warrior. Aqua Axolotls are going to be into the top 2. Back in the top 2. They were in there earlier, but slipped out, and now back up there.
And now it's so close to the top again. There's just a very clear top 4. So you have Orange at 10,500. You have Axolotls at 10,200, and then Blue Bats and Lime Llamas are at 10,100.
They are.
There's a very clear top 4 at this point.
Blue Bats and Lime Llamas are photo finish at the moment, but the top 4, yes, you are correct, seem to be separating.
The top 4 are separating, but I would say anyone in the top 8 still has a realistic chance. If you're only 1,000 away, it's still possible.
Very true.
There's still 5 games, or 3 games, excuse me. We've played 5. and it's gonna be close. Some of the teams that I thought were gonna be doing good are doing good. Some of the teams I thought were gonna be doing good are not doing as great.
Definitely
It's been a bit interesting. I thought Yellow Yaks could be a little bit of a sleeper. They haven't been doing as great. I thought Purple Pandas would be a pretty solid lock for top 3. That hasn't been shown so far. But I also thought Orange was going to be a sleeper. They're currently in first, and I thought Blue and Lime were going to be great, and they're 3 and 4. So
Orange,
pretty solid about
really
predictions.
pulling this out the bag here. I probably wouldn't have rated Orange as highly as they are placed right now. And, like you say, sleeper pick for you. I'm probably did indeed sleep on them. So, looking forward to seeing if they can continue their current reign of dominance to try and push themselves into that top 2 and get into Dodgebolt and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Who else is doing good here? As I'm choking on water, I sound lovely right now. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So first place right now is Pete and Fruit by 3 coins. So HBG on top for the first 2.
Standard
Separating
stuff.
themselves a little bit from FBM and JoJo. 1984 for FBM, 1962
Ooh.
for JoJo. Puns 1957, and top 5 have really cemented themselves as the top 5. As Joel is 100 points behind Puns, and then 7th is 100 points behind Joel. So the top 5 has really kind of separated themselves here, and it's pretty standard, right? It's a pretty standard list here of the top 5 people you'd expect to see. People might be a little bit surprised about JoJo, but I literally said before the event, anyone sleeping on JoJo is just not paying attention and or hates women, because JoJo is just insane. JoJo is just absolutely the start of the video game.
2.5 coin multiplier here. This is where the coin multiplier starts to rack up, starts to speed up indeed. And
I think we're getting the PvP game here. I think we're getting Sky Battle. I think it's happening.
I haven't seen enough fighting. I haven't seen enough violence. I haven't seen enough
this
player versus player, and I want to see that right now.
This is as Cyan immediately throws a chicken. Onto Sky Battle. I think that I would be pretty shocked. I mean, I think the only other real option here is Grid Runners. I don't think anyone's going to go for it to get to the other side. I think it's quite literally just going to be Grid Runners or...
It looks like a lot of Grid Runners right now, though. What's Illumina doing down there? Illumina. Hi, Illumina.
Silly. You're not a chicken.
It's a little guy. What are you doing?
It's okay.
Looks like he's knocking
he's punching them. He's punching them
back
out.
into Grid Runners, I think, right?
Into Grid Runners. Into Grid Runners.
Away from Sky Battle. Oh, wait. Changes his mind.
Wait a minute.
Oh, last second. Maybe.
Is it enough? Oh, wait. That chicken drop. Is that enough?
Can we count?
Sky Battle.
Sky Battle is picked. Illumina doing the little 1-2 fake, going for the pump fake, if you will, pushing them towards Grid Runners and then pulling them back out. Go to Sky Battle, and it is the Sandy Land map, which is, as people discussed in the update video, now based a hell of a lot more around MCC Island, the publicly open server run by Noxcrew. There are just chests on the map, but you start with basic gear, which you didn't used to in the MCC event. And I think they're going to test this out for a game. And I'm honestly going to be surprised if levitations aren't subsequently swiftly removed. However, they have been added into this one. It does make it arguably slightly more top-heavy, if that makes sense. So the players that are very strong at PvP could be even stronger now with the addition of levitation and regeneration sparks, as have been seen in MCC Island. So we're truly going to see exactly how many of these teams have been practicing, how many of these teams have been hopping onto MCC Island. Who knows their chest colors? Who knows their rotation strategies? This one is all going up for grabs, and I'm excited for it.
Absolutely. So just to clarify what you're saying, are you saying they're testing this for one MCC or just one map of Sky Battle?
I think, sorry, no, they are testing it for one MCC. I don't know if the map's going to be changing midway through Sky Battle.
I think yes. I think you're right. I just wanted to confirm that for myself there.
And they have added the sparks of levitation, and nothing says they're going to remove them. However, they have only been added to this map in particular. So
yes. That makes sense. So something that I want to point out from a PvP point of view is that this map, from what I've seen, I haven't played this map. I haven't played the new thing. It looks like this is very little block. Like, you don't need a lot of blocks. There's not a lot of air.
You can just run.
It's not that much sky. There's a lot.
You're right. There's more battle, less sky. It's just you know.
That's what I'm noticing here. You could just kind of run to the middle, and I think that's going to give a big
It's going to
advantage
be
to someone.
huge for
like-
those that are aggressive, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think this is going to be really big for that. You just don't have to worry about it, especially with the levitations too. Like,
Yeah.
there's just like, if you're
Connectivity
not as
between
comfortable with
islands,
blocks, it's
like
totally fine.
I just think
This
it
is big.
allows players that are stronger to be even stronger, if that makes sense. You know, we can see
Absolutely.
Pete, Hannah running towards the middle, absolutely guns blazing, really looking to just try and take advantage of the fact that, oh, Pete didn't put on his boots there. Silly little guy. Did he notice? No, he didn't. He didn't notice that he didn't put on his boots. He's still wearing the leather boots
Silly
after
guy.
picking up Diamond. That's frustrating. But yeah, as we can see, a lot of these guys kind of taking chill. Purple getting the first blood on Team NR frags, but Vicstar replying with an instant one versus Aimsy.
Wow. That is going to be good. I mean, we saw Pink do surprisingly well in the last quote-unquote PvP game. We'll see what they can do.
Very true. Looks like Lime have taken
Sky
a
battle.
commandeering position here from above, looking to rain down on Orange, who are trying to tower their way up as of right now. I think that this game seems to be a lot faster than previous MCC Sky battles. There hasn't been as much mid-battling. It's all been very cagey, very, let's all bridge from the sky. I think there's going to be a lot more fighting, a lot more violence, and a lot more PvP in this game mode from now on, especially with all of the levitation sparks and regeneration sparks in particular. Both of them very strong.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't seen a lot of combat yet so far, though. A lot of teams still trying to do some sky-based style stuff. We see Purple and Lime building some platforms for themselves at the middle. No big fights happening yet. The top score still very low. A lot of passive stuff happening.
And I don't know if this is
But
the correct
something to
play.
note,
I do
I was gonna
truly
say,
think
The
that
sky
aggression
is
could
very
work.
low.
Yes.
And someone on Purple falls. That's huge. All of Purple has to drop, and now is fighting Blue.
Levitation
able to do
spark
anything.
from Illumina comes out.
And levitate-
Oh, top border, but half a heart right now. Cannot get shot.
Wow.
And
Oliver had to use 2
somehow
levitations
doesn't.
to save Illumina. Jeez. And this ceiling is right on top of Lime. Do they not? They're going to have to go
They
down.
noticed, but they're going to need to dip very soon.
And they drop onto the Pink platform as they're killing Pink. Really well done. But they're outside of the
Perfect
border,
timing.
kind of taking a lot of damage.
Oh,
As
sneaking
Red
up
is
on
taking out
Jerome.
Blue from behind.
Pinging them in between Orange, but Pete deciding to go for a dip there.
This is just absolute pandemonium combat everywhere. FBM TNT on Aqua. No damage. Nothing happening. Ollie off the map. Oh,
Ollie.
no. Unfortunate.
Lots
Those are
and
the-
lots of lag complaints in the Chatterino.
Jojo has a
Pete gets a
phenomenal
kill, but
position
does
here.
knock himself out due to the border here. Shane cooking as expected, but runs out of levies, as does Illumina.
Unfortunate.
So we're going to see all of Cyan, 3 of Cyan still alive here.
Jojo has had phenomenal positioning this entire round. Is still alive, still cooking.
And it looks like who took that? But I believe that reset surely is being said in the chat by Joel, and it seems to be genuine.
Yeah, that is
Let's see
unfortunate.
what's going on.
Jojo played unbelievably well in this round, though. Is able to get the dub, but I don't know if it's going to count or not. Jojo played phenomenally well. Her stream is also delayed, which is very unfortunate. But she absolutely shredded that round. Just unbelievable positioning. That was the thing that stood out. Really great use of the knockback sword that I didn't see a lot of other people do. And that really worked to knock people into the middle here.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow.
Game seems to be
Curious to
struggling
see what
for
is gonna happen here.
MCC. And who knows?
Yeah. This is again, like we said in Parkour Tag, this is very rare.
Yeah,
Very rare
very,
to
very
happen.
rare for MCC to be struggling, but, it happens.
It happens to the best of everyone. Lag based on certain locations.
Ooh, the old chunk border glitch, potentially. Uh-oh.
What are you seeing?
Oh, sorry. I realized they mean locations in the world rather than locations in the map. I don't know if you
Yes,
remember in
yes,
some
yes.
of the old Twitch Rivals events that we used to play in when we used to cross a chunk border.
Oh,
New
yes.
things were loaded in on the server side render distance, meaning that some more lag ensued. But hey, it just does seem to be the whole of the UK. They are spleefing us. That's just what's happening
That
right
is quite literally what's happening. Looks like they're going to be asking people to relog or restart their internet if they're experiencing issues. That is unfortunate. to say
Yeah,
the
it does
least.
suck. It really does suck. It taints the event for certain people, especially those that are taking it particularly seriously and performing less than they would like to. But yeah, resetting is going to be tough when a lot of teams are fine.
Yeah, I was
So
very surprised they asked for a ready reset after they just told people 15 seconds ago to restart their internet, but guess that
true,
happens sometimes.
true.
Two teams not ready. Some people potentially trying to relog in. Rambu's stuck.
Yeah,
Everyone's
trying to
vibing.
relog.
Interesting stuff here. Now, I'd be curious to see how many teams are kind of looking around this map and thinking, huh, that either went really well or it went really poorly.
Yep.
What can we do differently? And I think the thing about this map is that, like we were saying, there's just not a lot of space. The place with the biggest like hole or gap to knock someone into the void is just the middle.
Yes,
Everything else
I
is just
agree.
so easily traversable. But I think if you're not a strong PvP team, you should really just try and hang out on the ground underneath one of these giant mountain
Yeah,
areas.
honestly, I don't know if being in the sky is actually the benefit here. If maybe staying down is arguably stronger.
I think it is definitely stronger, and I think this map is really unique. I actually quite like it for a Sky Battle event. You know, we normally see something like Candy Cane or something else where there's just so much bridging, so much happening that everyone just plays so passive. But in something like this, you get the pandemonium that just happened at the end where there's just like 6 teams fighting each other. You know, you're getting flanked from behind, but so is that team that's flanking you. And it just gets absolutely chaotic. Really cool stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to see more of it shortly. I'm not quite sure what the problems are.
Yeah, fingers crossed that these get fixed as well. Because it does suck and it's sad, but it's probably very little that MCC can actually do at the same time. So
Yeah, I don't think this is a MCC issue. I think this is a UK internet issue, to be
hey,
quite honest.
be nice, but yeah, you might be right.
I'm being genuine. It
You might
seems
be
like
right.
all the people with the issues are UK based.
It does seem to be that way. Yeah, you might be right.
So it's very interesting. Oh, I could see the lag on JoJo's side. Had a little bit of funkiness for a second. Very
Now I
curious to
wonder
see-
how valid the rush strategies are. Of course, it's a little bit almost BM potentially, but in truth, getting 4 early kills would be crazily good, crazily strong. I understand there are survival bonuses as well. However,
Yeah.
it's just a super surprising potential difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw one team, I think it was Orange last game, get some kills early, and it looks like the Orange is going for that again this game.
Yeah,
But
it does
I don't
seem
know
to
how
be
much
that
it
way.
paid off for them as they were only in 4th, and now
Oh,
Punz is
wow.
out to FBM on a great
Nice
time
little
orb.
orb play. We're actually gonna see
And it
Shane
looks like
push
FBM
in.
is a little
Oh, but
bit
they're gonna dip
aggressive,
back now
yeah.
after those orbs come out. And
Who's zoned out? Oh, FBM has to waste a Levy.
wait,
because he knew
Levy
he was
because he
gonna fall.
thought he missed the jump, but he actually
Yeah,
didn't.
that was
That's a
terrifying.
scary moment. Oh,
But should be
Joel
able to
coming
kill
into the
Joel
back of
here.
Rambu. Rambu
FBM!
takes a.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Rambu
Zero!
alive on 0 hearts. Shane with the clutch there.
Whew.
Oh, but Rand dies to the border.
That is unfortunate.
Damn, really
Shane
unfortunate.
Made that significantly closer than it needed to be. I know he's
Going for
not
a
happy
bow
with
shot or
himself on
two,
that one.
and getting attacked from above here by Green or Lime, and orbs raining down from above here.
This is really unfortunate, but you see, Blue and Lime.
Shane,
really
after
commanding
blood,
the middle
wanting
areas.
this orange kill on Captain Sparkles, but Levy's out of the situation. Very strong.
Decides it's not worth.
No
Hanging
need
out.
to chase there, no. Illumina with a nice little double kill on Bad Boy Halo and Raigo Rocky. One chasing. Illumina going for a couple of shots. Wallabear getting the shot off on Skeppy. That's 3 kills for the purple team on yellow. And Illumina going for more bows.
Wow. Red and Cyan, I believe, are going to have a very interesting fight here in a second. As blue, or not red, sorry, blue and Cyan are going to have a very interesting fight. Jojo has the fishing rod out.
I was going to say.
But is now getting hit by the border on the top.
Ooh, top border. Top border is going to be tough.
And this is what we were saying. Does it really give you the advantage with the height when you're just taking so much damage?
Fruit and Eric get 2 kills on the pack.
Pack is out.
Pack are down. And Lime is still alive, chilling in the middle. And Shane pushing through. 1v1 against Tubbo here. Shovel. Oh, that is not a 1v1 anymore. Oh my gosh, Shane, don't you dare. Cobwebs and then TNTs. I don't actually think you got a kill. Sadly.
Oh my gosh. Still has a levy.
Still has 1
Somehow.
spare levitation.
Jojo again playing
F5ing.
very safe.
Trying to get a
going on blue
cheeky
here.
hit there. He's going to have to go for a levitation spark very soon. What?
Oh my god, what just happened?
Oh,
That's
high
okay.
5 up.
He should be fine. He should be fine.
Gets the kill on 5 up. And then Levy sparks against... Oh my gosh, so much stuff's going on there. I don't know if Shane
Really
actually got a
difficult.
kill there. I'm not sure. He did against Wallabear with that TNT.
Yeah, against one.
Martyrdom right there. And
Oh,
I don't even know who's
Jojo-
still alive.
Jojo's gonna live.
How are
Jojo
10
playing
people alive?
So, Jojo has been playing unbelievably well this entire thing, and it's actually
1v1
been
and...
incredible to see.
Wait,
I'm
they-
not
did
able
they
to win
both
the 1v1
die?
against Sapnap.
No, okay.
No,
Sapnap
Sapnap
took the
was able to
dub.
get the win.
Okay.
Jojo has been playing unbelievable though. First in the first game, second in this game, has been absolutely popping off. And not just with kills, but just with game sense. Just with
Yeah,
unbelievable
so.
knowledge of how to play the game and where to be, what resources to use. It's been honestly amazing to watch. Couple teams looking pretty solid here. Again, the coin multiplier is pretty high here. So Cyan winning, if they're able to win again in this PvP game, that could be pretty intense. And that's going to be a big shakeup because they are going to put themselves right into the mix for Dodgebolt as they were just outside before this game.
Chat, breaking news.
Breaking news.
I got another spore.
Oh my gosh. That is definitely breaking news. Holy mackerel.
Holy macaroni. Oh, I love s'mores. That's so good. I never have them. Just a rare moment tonight. Just thought, you know what? I'm gonna go to the shops and buy myself marshmallows, cookies,
Very
and
base.
some Nutella. I didn't want to melt the chocolate. I
Very
just thought I'd put
base.
Nutella in the middle. You know what I mean?
No, it sounds good. Honestly, I would prefer the Nutella than the chocolate. That sounds fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
So
what's
we're
happening
seeing
here?
we're seeing different teams
Hannah
going for
playing
different team chests.
Very aggressive.
This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see teams going for the neck early on. Here
Hannah
we
is
go.
Playing absurdly aggressive. I love it. But
Good. This is
wow,
what I
mean,
wanted to
they're in
see.
6th place, but they got to make a play here.
Need to make a play. I see Pete cranking earlier as well to give them extra room. This is just fantastic, honestly.
Yeah, they're going for it. But again, Cyan is going to be able to grab the middle chest, which they got. Hannah in kind of no man's land right now. Kind of just hanging out. Not sure what's going on here. Not a lot of
Okay,
fights happening.
getting the team to come down as well.
Oh, and all of purple, it looks like, is out. That is going to be really unfortunate
Wow.
for purple. Oh, wait
No,
a second.
no,
wait a
no,
second.
no.
No.
Martin
Only
and
two
Martin and
still
Illumina.
alive.
Again, we get some more happy Fruit
Sure took us
Ninja
another
violence.
kill.
Fruit Berries taking the loss this time to Illumina. I think it was the other way around last time. And Illumina also getting the kill on Jimmy Solidarity. And going now for 5
Oh, my
up.
God.
Oh, Illumina! That's so... Oh!
That is not going to do
That's-
it. I don't think.
Doesn't
How
quite
is
get the
Illumina
kill,
alive?
but... Lion versus Red right now, and Pete cooking Michael McChill. Shane dropping
my
down
goodness.
to try and save the last moment. Pete has to hit the scaffolding
Shane has-
clutch, and does...
4 levies.
Oh my gosh, okay. Needs to eat
Wow.
up real quick. Red versus Lime Violence. Illumina, only player left on purple, needs to try and get some more of these survival bonuses. So he's going to
Yeah,
dig
he just
himself
has to.
into the side of this cliff, trying to stay as hidden as possible.
Lime wants to fight yellow here as well. Blue is doing a great job staying alive as well. They still have Jojo and Gemini Tay alive. And Jojo has just been unbelievably dominating this game. Like, just, it's not even close how much better Jojo is than every other person in this game right now. 12 kills, first and second, is about to get her 13th over the course of these 3 games. Just unbelievable stuff. Gets it on puns.
What I've noticed is that it looks like... Oh, okay. It looks like Shane may have just got the final shot onto Illumina there. I couldn't quite tell. Illumina on 3 HP. Okay, yeah, does take the death to Fire Breath Man. But
Jojo is just... I don't even have words for what's happening with Blue and how much Jojo is doing. 5 levies, a regen, has 14 kills now, hits the clutch in the middle, 7 players left, eating, should be the favorite to win, is able to just levy over everyone, and it's just absolutely dominating. Even though...
But Shane's still alive underneath right now. Just may not be able to take the win.
Jojo
Unsure.
suffocated in a wall, and Cyan wins. Getting an ungodly amount of points over everyone
Fire
else.
Breath Man couldn't quite get the height on that last levy to try and take the fight to Cyan. But Cyan really, really doing well here. Cyan and Blue
very,
in
very
second
PvP
place.
team.
Very, very good job by Blue.
Jojo did single-handedly was the person that made Blue Bats 900 points over everyone else. Look at the top 5 scoring. That is just unreal. How much Jojo did.
Wow.
I wish I could have. I wish I could have like explained even better how much she was doing. It was just unbelievable to watch how much she absolutely cooked in this game.
16 kills.
And now there is just an unbelievable gap between second and third as Cyan and Blue have cemented themselves as the top teams with 2 games left. Wow.
It's the perfect time to do it, but we've seen comebacks happen in recent MCCs that have been bigger and greater than this.
So here is my insane metagame play. Cyan Coyotes has only been dominating the PvP. There is Grid Runners and Sands of Time left. I don't think they're guaranteed any spot in Dodgebolt yet, as those are 2 very communication-heavy based games.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 2 people in Ali and Shadoon who, although are bilingual and in Shadoon's case trilingual, it's going to be difficult to communicate exactly what you want to get to across. Because I don't think Sapnap is pulling out the Spanish. I got to be honest. I don't think that's happening. So I am really worried about it. They set themselves up pretty well. They're not guaranteed, though. And I think this gives a chance for a team like Lime to still make Dodgeball, a team like Orange to still make Dodgeball. And I'm really interested to see how this is going to end up. Because these last 2 games are just so communication and just team-oriented. Just wow. Just
100% agree. Sorry, I've got a face full of s'more right now.
No, that is totally fine. I will happily do what I need to do while you eat a s'more, and then when you're done eating a s'more, I want to grab a snack as well.
Mm-hmm.
But this has just been just wild. I like JoJo's gameplay there was just like some of the best gameplay I've seen in any event, like period. That was just unreal. She is just all smiles right now. Should be happy. Phenomenal stuff. And really gave her team a great chance of making Dodgeball. If JoJo did not perform as well as she did, Blue would be right down there in the pack with everyone else from 2 to 6, or with everyone else from 3 to 6 in this kind of race there. But because of her performance, they're in such a great spot.
Yeah, 100% agree. And something to note here is the fact that everyone between 3rd and 6th in that chasing pack is really, really hot on the tails.
Really
hot on the tails.
Yeah. They're all within 200.
Mm-hmm. So
it's just all about if one of the teams, Cyan or Blue, and I think it's going to be Cyan, is going to have trouble in these next 2 games. We'll see
I'm looking to see what is going to be picked here. Are we going to see Sands come out? Are we going to see Grid Runners come out?
Firebomb on Grid Runners, which means this guarantees Sands of Time now, basically.
Unless people are still going to try and go for Grid Runners.
I mean, chickens are walking
I saw
out.
that Shane
chickens are
was
walking out and walking into Grid Runners. I think it's Grid Runners.
I think it might be Tug Toss.
I forgot that was a game.
It's Tug Toss.
I totally forgot that was a game mode. Oh my god. That is unreal. I'm going to be so sad if I don't see Grid Runners, because it's definitely going to be Sands of Time next, and Grid Runners is my favorite game. That's okay. I will survive without it. But this is
I
gonna be
wouldn't have
huge.
survived if Bingo didn't get picked. I'm going to be deadly serious.
I wouldn't have either. I would not have either. There's just no way. Yeah, no, there's just no way. You're going to do a phenomenal job of explaining to get to the other side, though, while I grab a granola bar. So I believe in you.
All right, so to get to the other side, your main aim is to, well, get to the other side. It is as simple as that. It is what you see is what you get. These players will be placed into a multitude of different maps, and they have to traverse through tough courses to try and get to the other side. Once you reach the other side, you will see a group of fans, a group of spectators from the audience are going to be greeting you at the finale, at the finish line. And all you have to do is whack one, which I understand may not be your favorite thing to do as a content creator, but that is what you got to do to score those points. And we're going to be seeing the first map is going to be Terra Swoop Force Tunnel 2. So we're going to be seeing these guys with an Elytra looking to navigate their way through a difficult course, trying to get to the other side without bumping into any of these obstacles. Now, historically, players that have been very good movement players, I would consider to be Pizza Hut, Illumina, Fruit Berries, Puns is always a dark horse in this one for me. Fire Breath Man always likes to pull out some tricks during to get to the other side, and we can already see Illumina in the lobby, not just trying to get to the front. He's practicing his Elytra hops while we wait. And I love to see that, just to get himself used to exactly using those wings to fly, because sometimes they can be a little bit janky. Let's say that much. We're going to watch them descend down and navigate their way through a pretty difficult course right now. And we can see a lot of players bundling into items, into obstacles even. As you can see in the bottom left corner, Pete seemingly in the lead right now, playing remarkably well, and Illumina hot on the tail of Pete.
Oh my gosh. I love Terra Swoop Force. I love that they have an Elytra course. I love that
Illumina takes a death. Rare moment. And of course, Pizza
rare.
Hut, standard first place. But Illumina was in second, but did bonk midway through, and is going to lose a lot of
really
points because of that.
That is really, really unfortunate. I want to make a note, because I don't think people really fully grasp it sometimes.
Noting?
Of just, like, how good Pete is at movement. It's just, like, I feel like people, when they think of movement, obviously you're going to think of, like, Fruit Berries. You're going to think of someone like that. But especially in a game where the audience is so much younger, and you have, like, this new crop of people like FBM. You have people like Sandwich Lord. You have people like, other people.
Yeah.
Pete is still as good as any of them.
Yeah.
And he's like pushing 30, which is just so cool.
Bro,
And I
hate to break it to you.
Sick. Yeah.
Pete's not older than you.
No, he's shut up. No, he's not.
Pete's...
You're not gonna.
I think Pete's 24.
No way. There's no.
Can I get a fact check on this? Can I get a fact check on this?
He's 26. He's 26.
Okay.
Pushing 30 is probably
Pushing
strong.
30 is also pushing a little bit.
Pushing 30 is strong. I apologize to Pizza Hut.
Okay. I knew he was surprisingly younger than, like, what I expected.
But that is still, like,
But yeah, no, I understand your point, though. You're looking at the new crop.
Traditionally in esports, if you're 26, you might as well be 45.
Yeah,
So
no,
it
I
makes me
understand.
really happy
I understand
to
your
see
point.
Pete still dominate. I'm
But
very happy.
I
That
am
was my
going to
point.
message Brandon after this and say that you called him old.
It's
Like,
Listen, I love Pete. Okay, I love Pete. I will happily take the L. I'll happily take the L. This is my favorite to get to the other side course, by the way. I love Train. I think
Train.
it's awesome. I think it's really probably the closest thing to like pure parkour in to get to the other side, and I think it's an awesome course.
boing.
Wally Bear doing really well here. Does a phenomenal job saving his jump, and is going to be top 3 here for sure.
Really
along with
cool.
FBM. Who was
Purpled
first there?
one.
I think it was purpled, yeah.
And actually, Pete, again, second place. Standard
We need
stuff,
to- we need to
really.
talk about Cyan Coyotes. They are right up there. And the fact that they were able to get to the other side and dodge the double gambit of
Of team base
and
is
Gridwater,
huge.
that is massive. Yeah, that is absolutely massive. And then this is quite the interesting course. So this one, something that's really important is you don't want to bonk. You want to find the path. You don't want to double jump. Every jump you make on this course, you basically want to be going up a block. So that's going to be the people that are going to be doing the best here. See who recognizes that, who knows that. It looks like certain people have paths already. Some people playing specifically farther back than I think would be correct. Jojo has a great start on this map, but it gets punched off. That is the
punching
punching
early in tug toss is a very interesting play.
Tough. It's just tough. Like, as much as I love to get to the other side because it's a movement game, it is just quite interesting sometimes.
Pete gets shot off by a skeleton. But
Wally Bear,
obviously still second place.
Yeah, he got second place. Wally Bear could have got first there, but wasted time trying to punch Pete back and missed.
What? That's insane, actually.
Pretty crucial. And didn't even hit
Dude! Shane going for the punch on Fruitberries and getting it!
Wow, that's big.
And, wow. Fruit finishing in 35th place.
And Hannah 36th. And Shane 30th. That was a
genuinely
really,
tough one.
Really tough. Cyan with a
why
big
did everyone
lead.
say the Couriway so quiet? I have him on 163%.
Big lead. Well, I will eat my microphone. I will come very close to the microphone and eat it.
Thank you, Goat.
But look at this do you see this percentage difference between Cyan and Orange right now? Or percentage, coin difference.
Oh my gosh, first versus second,
700
that's
coins.
Unfathomable.
We're halfway through.
Yeah.
I don't think Cyan's going to magically stop being good to get to the other side either. I don't think that's magically going to happen.
I think that would be a
gotta figure
very
something out.
interesting occurrence if that was to happen. Magically, they stopped playing. All of their internets magically cut out. Oh,
This is
Pete taking a
quite
very
interesting.
rare L death.
Jojo playing very well. Fruit is probably going to be first here. I don't know who actually got first, but someone was
Standard
very close.
HBGW,
Wally is very
really.
excited about getting fifth. Wally so far, by the way, third, fifth. Very consistent.
Pete getting first, second, and then this one really, really, truly struggling in 26th place. That's what that lava death can do.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, Wally Bear, I didn't even see it. I forgot this is the fourth round. DNF in the first one, so that's why purple is a bit lower.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough.
But has made up for it with top 5 finishes and everything else so far. FBM was able to get first there. Jojo, very consistent. 4th, 11th, 5th, 6th. Very nice.
Very good consistency there. Fire Breath Man also doing very well, apart from the last game. 11th, 4th, 30th, rare L, and then first on this one. Really picking himself back up from the trenches.
Yeah.
Getting back to the peaks and the mountains of first place. Can we see him continue that? Because honestly, his team kind of need it. Red Rabbits down in 8th place right now for this game and this game alone, that is.
Yeah. And, it's
Industry. Oof. A tough one with multiple different routes.
This is
Mostly
personally my
wall
least
running.
favorite map because I hate wall running. Exactly. I cannot stand wall running. I am very bad at it. My least favorite map for that. And I'm
That
curious
is
to see
a
what's going to happen here.
L take from Couriway right there.
Wow. Does I don't like this map?
Yep.
That is, that's valid. That's valid.
I think.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, Fire Breath Man actually doing quite well with his straight line speed bridging, which always creeps me out. But getting there in second place.
Jojo would have gotten a top 5 finish, but hit her head, I believe, on a ceiling.
Oof, always
Wild
rough.
on this map. Still gets 12, which is very nice. Something I've noticed.
Oh my
there hasn't
gosh.
been a multiplier yet.
Gucky
Or, not
punching off
multiplier,
Scar on the final jump.
That is criminal. You should not be allowed to
Quite frankly,
punch Hermitcraft members.
disrespectful.
Punching Hermitcraft members should not be allowed to get to the other side. They should just have the buff. This is illegal. Illegal activities.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough. This is a interesting game. FBM again, first into second. Wally Bear getting some good finishes. Pretty consistent stuff, but Cyan is just so much higher than everyone else.
Yep. Cyan can't be caught right now, and I don't know who would be able
By
to.
a lot. Yellow Yaks is in third or in second, but it's 700 points still. It's 700 points.
Unreal.
This is huge. This is absolutely massive. Now, there is a shortcut on this map. I'm curious who knows it. If you've been playing your MCCI, you know it. There is a better pathway underneath the main gate.
Is this where you like go up the side ones rather than the main?
No, you
Path?
go to the main, and then you go under. Instead of going in the main hole, there's a hole under that you can go inside.
Okay,
I wonder
bet.
who's going to go in it. Looks like Pete is going in, and I believe...
Pete goes for it. Standard stuff. Someone's blocked it off, though. Wow.
Wow. Wow! Like, a lot they blocked it off.
Yeah, fully blocked right there. And, oh, he gets punched, but he survives and gets into 4th place.
Wow. That was really impressive from Pete. Knowing the map, really good.
Yep.
Wally Bear got third there.
I wonder
FBM got
I wonder
first, so
who
finishes
from
first,
Yellow
second,
decided
first.
to block themselves in after doing that.
Probably Antfrost. My guess would be
That
Antfrost.
screams Amfrost to me.
That's definitely some Amfrost stuff happening. I'm sure he had a great performance to make Yellow Yaks be in the top 3 there. And I think this was exactly what Cyan needed. Green gets second, but is that gonna be enough to get them back in this game? I don't think it is, unfortunately. The teams that got second and third were really not in it anyway.
Yep, very true. And I
So,
think that
I don't
Pete
know
might
what's gonna
actually get
happen
first
here.
individual from this as well.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my god, I would love Grid Runners as the finale. I don't think it's gonna happen. There's just no way.
Ooh, Purple's actually getting first with Pete in second
Purple
and Shane
really
in third.
impressive. Wally Bear for Yellow Yaks made it happen, and Wally Bear, like I said, did some great stuff. 3 top 3 finishes, 4 top 5 finishes. Very nice.
Grid Runners versus Sands of Time. The chat is already going wild.
It's going to be Sands of Time. There's no way it's not Sands of Time. I would bet my entire bank account that if it was just a pure vote, it would be Sands of Time. Obviously, with chicken moving, power-ups, etc., you never know. But 75% of the people in this game would like to play Sands of Time. I am not one of them. I like Sands of Time. I like Grid Runners more.
Ooh,
It's more
bold
puzzly.
claim, but I like it.
It's more puzzly, and you get some funky shenanigans, which I really like. Just some incredibly stuff. As we head into the last game, let's highlight some of the people who have been absolutely popping off. JoJo first individual by 200 coins over FBM. Just like if Blue Bats ends up winning this, and it looks like there is a massive gap between second and third now. If Blue Bats ends up winning this, like this is just the JoJo like performance of a lifetime.
The JoJo show.
Unbelievable.
This is the JoJo
This
show,
has
and that's
been
fine.
Unreal. Shadoon has snuck into the top 5.
Good
which is
stuff
awesome.
from my goat.
Shadoon is awesome. I love Shadoon. Absolutely killing it. Purple Delumina, Antfrost round out the top 10 at 8, 9, and 10.
Mhm.
Wally Bear was at 23rd at the half, is up to 12th. Great stuff from him.
Very
Captain
good second
Sparkles
half.
Climbed a lot. Like stuff we like to see. Really, really cool. And everyone else at the top is who you'd expect. Pizza Hut, Fruit Berries, Sabnap Puns. Very, very solid top 10 here.
So interestingly, Shadoon asks for Grid. So they would almost rather have Grid Runners than Sands, which
I mean, I don't think they want either, but yeah, I think having Grid Runners makes sense. 'Cause
I
think
get that.
it's
I guess it is
it's more
arguably
pure
simpler
Minecraft-y.
and yeah,
Yes.
more. It is more team based, but it is less.
It would
I
have
would almost
to
say
take
swingy.
a catastrophic disaster for
Yeah,
Cyan to not get in. They are 3,000.
but there's a
points
chance for
above third.
catastrophic disaster in Sands of
Sands of
Time.
Time.
Less so
Yes.
in Grid Runners.
So
You can
I
score
think
0.
Actually, for that, you should play Sands of Time, even if I'm against it. These teams should be voting for Sands of Time.
Yeah, they should. Apart
And
from the
as
fact that if
Jerome
you're
just
already in the top
said,
2.
The pack is currently 37th, 38th, 39th, and 40th. A little unfortunate. A little
Tough one.
unfortunate.
Tough one.
That is I'm personally I'm shocked people who haven't played Minecraft seriously in 10 years are not doing amazingly.
Very good at a Minecraft event.
I'm shocked. But
I wasn't
it
expecting
happens
it.
sometimes.
Would
So
be
let's
really
see here.
funny to see a pink parrot.
Jerome
volunteer, I think.
is in the decision dome. What is he gonna do? He's punching towards Sands of Time. He wants to play Sands of Time.
I think that's it. I think it's over then. In which
And
case.
JoJo is off the screen. JoJo walked out when that happened. So based. No one does. No one looks happy.
Grid Runners sucks. Spammed in the chat for Jerome ASF. Even punching the extra yellow chicken in. Wow.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Wait a
Hold on.
second.
Hold on.
No, I think it's still
Oh
Sands of Time.
my god!
What?
Oh
Jerome
my
ASF through.
god!
Absolute
That is
turbo throw.
Unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
As if we
I'm
thought
happy.
finishing bottom 4 was a throw. That was shocking.
That is legendary.
Decided to
That is-
BM spam chat and let the chickens wander back.
That is a legendary moment.
That is
Of all time.
insane. And what an amazing, amazing finale this is now going to be. Grid Runners for the finale on a 3x coin multiplier. And it all comes down to this.
So here's my question. How does Cyan or Blue not get in? Cyan is 3K above third. Blue Bats is 1,500 above third. Is there any way?
Okay, so Shadoon's mouse disconnects.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And
And
they
then-
can't complete anything and get 0 coins.
Ollie's headphones die, so he can't hear communications.
Uh-huh.
And
I
then
mean, unironically, I think Orange is going to be good. I think Orange is going to be good at this. I think Orange or Aqua could maybe squeak in. But I think everyone else... I mean, I guess Lime's there too. But Lime has to, like... One of these teams has to just get first, and then everyone else just has to do horribly. That's it. That's just what has to happen.
bing, 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 bing. And we have started. Light the lamps as is expected.
And it's a maze like the lamps, not a shoot like the lamps.
It is a maze like the lamps. A couple of jumping spots to get up to these lamps up top. Pete going to be sprinting through this cobweb to try and get to this final lamp, which I find really clever. Sometimes you need to take
No, it's
acceptable
definitely
time
worth-
losses for it.
Sometimes people see the cobwebs and just get
Simply
scared out of
avoid.
doing it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not awful. Definitely not
And it
awful.
looks like
Lime is first.
They've
Lime
actually
is first by
completed
a
it in
lot.
first place, and there you go.
Hold on. Hold
They've
on.
actually
it's
still got to
obviously
complete the
very
maze,
early.
actually, though. Which, there we
Oh,
go.
yeah,
Okay.
that's-
So
man.
haven't actually unlocked the next room yet. And now it's shoot the targets,
targets.
which is what we've grown to expect.
Yeah. Look at this aim. Oh my god, Hannah had some phenomenal aim here.
Pete has been practicing in his half bow. Clearly and truly must have been doing well, because
And
this
purple,
is fantastic.
purple team does
However,
great.
purple,
Orange is great as
yeah,
well.
purple and orange going to be taking the lead
I'm
early
I'm
here.
looking at these top teams and I'm not seeing Cyan yet. Oh no, they're 6. Cyan is 6, so they're not too far behind.
We're
they're
lighting
not
some
too
more
far
lamps
behind.
in the next room.
A lot of lamps and target shooting. Clever movement from Jojo here to get some tough lamps.
Lovely click by Illumina there. Making that falling click.
Nice stuff. It's just so hard in Grid Runners to get these bonus points. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen Grid Runners this late, so we don't know what the coin situation is really going to be like. But I think it's going to be so hard. These teams are definitely giving it their best effort. Purple all of a sudden in the lead.
Yup.
Orange on their tail.
Orange
is the
and
one that's
purple.
important here.
Yeah. Orange definitely the one that is crucial. And we're seeing purple also there doing the whole doing the little pyramid of pistons as of right now.
Yep. Pete finding a little skip there with the barrel. I was looking at that before. I was going to see who was going to do it. Gets it. They're very close to the top. They're very, very close.
And it looks
Blue
as
team
though
did this unbelievably fast, by the way. Blue team might actually just be in second
purple
now.
do
They are.
get the first spot, but Blue Bats getting there, as you say, in second. Finding items is what is next. A bell, what it looks like to be an emerald block. One of those mangrove saplings, and
A block of emerald and a bell. Yeah. So a couple of weird items here.
dispenser
Are they in
has been
chests, or
found.
do you mind them?
Mangrove propagule. I'm sorry that I forgot the word for that. It's one of those weird sapling things. I think I'm allowed
Oh,
to
you
say
just
it.
mine the room. That is just so. I like this. This is really cool.
Break the whole thing down. Looking for a propagule right now, Illumina.
That is the hardest thing. It looks like purple found them all.
And there we
But
go.
blue's right on their tail again. These seem to be the top 2 teams.
They certainly do. This is what blue needed to try and cement themselves into that Dodgebolt finale. I'm probably going to switch up my POVs during the...
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Ollie Orion's down on 1 HP here. Don't die! And he's dead.
Yeah, this one.
Oh,
you can die in this, though.
you
It's okay.
insta-respawn. Okay. I thought there might
You
be some sort of
insta-respawn.
punishment for dying. I don't know, even if it's like a 5-second or something.
No,
But
no,
it
no.
doesn't seem to be, which is, pretty good. They're kind of just going full gung-ho. Gonna be, taking quite a few deaths. But that's
It's almost
fine.
good to use the creeper explosion
To blow up.
to blow up the other creepers.
Yeah. Makes sense. Need to find the final few creepers, though, potentially. Running around this maze-like map, looking for those creepers. We're going to be seeing a lot of people taking a death, but Pink Parrots and Blue Bats finishing it both in first and second place, respectively. As
Copy the
we've grown to
sculpture.
expect.
This is going to be one of the games that is going to be really hard for Cyan. And Cyan is still very much in it. They're in 6th right now. Obviously not at the top, but they don't need to be. They're up by 3,000. So this would be the one that they get stumped on a bit. So I'm curious to see where their placement ends up being after they get
This
through the
sculpture's
creeper room.
so tough, actually. Wow, okay.
This is really hard, yeah.
Doesn't look particularly easy. How many
No,
blocks
this
do you
is
have to...
funky.
Ooh, wow. Purple taking their time to look around and try and rebuild this structure. And on the other hand, blue going straight in. Giving it all they got, trying to get these blocks down ASAP.
I see the problem with blue. I think they have an emerald block on the bottom. They got it. They get it. Wow. Blue has taken the
Wow.
lead, which is huge.
That's a huge, huge victory there for them. I always
Get to
struggle
the
with the
exit.
perspective build. I think that I can't really get it in my head, to rotate it and look at from all the different depth perception. Really, really tough one, but it looks like blue take home first from that room, and red now in second.
Yeah. Wow. This is big. Red still in the hunt if they're able to get kind of high here. This is going to get a little bit interesting. Cyan is in the 6th room. They're in the room with this sculpture. It looks like purple has been struggling for a while on it, which is a bit unfortunate.
I'm not really sure if everyone knows what they're doing with these pistons here. Looks like blue are struggling a little bit, as are red.
This is tough. I think red seems to be the ones getting the hang of it, I think, the most here, but not the simplest by any means.
Not sure what's going on here. Maybe they should have read that
So-
little book at the start. that
So
tells you
the
what to
way
do.
that this works is if you look at the piston, like I'm looking at
like the
if you
color
see
of the
on-
piston.
Yeah, the colors of the piston on the front and the back of it. So like on a Lumina screen for you, you see the gold and the emerald. So I think
Yeah.
those are the things that activate those pistons
Makes
on
sense.
the other
Yeah.
side.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. But every team seems stuck in this room, and this might give Cyan the chance because they're in this room as well. They're right back in it.
Yep.
Oh, I think it's gonna be set. I don't think it's gonna be a difference. I don't think anyone's cemented themselves because this room is so challenging for everyone.
This is particularly tough. And
Red Rabbits figures it out.
Red have got it.
And they just
Get
have
to the end, and
race
they just have to
finish.
race to the finish line. Standard stuff now. Make the jumps. Don't mess up.
Wow.
Don't fumble. You see Shane takes a
Wow.
little tumble there, but does get to the finish line, as does the rest of the team. We're
That
just
is huge.
waiting on, I believe it was
Now is it gonna be
Michael there,
enough?
and that is it.
Who knows?
Who
But
knows if that's going to be enough? We are going to find out very shortly. But
looks like blue has figured it out.
Purple are also right there as well.
Yeah.
Nice,
Purple
and
very
blue get
close.
there in second place. That probably solidifies blue in Dodgebolt, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it. And I think unless like maybe if Cyan doesn't finish, there's enough. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. I don't think so. I'm gonna get rid of Lime's POV for a second, and I'm gonna pull up Shadoon. and see what they're looking like here.
For sure. Not a bad idea.
Because they seem to be really stuck. Shadoon is still at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Wow. They had a couple other people higher, but Shadoon is still at the bottom himself. So they got to figure out how to get him up there now. That is going to be a little bit interesting.
Yeah,
what happens
Shadoon
here.
struggling right here.
This is going to be tough. Get in a little bit. They make it. They make it, I think. I think that's everyone.
They're all standing on the lights. They have
And
made
there it is. Wow. So that should solidify them as well. They didn't need a crazy placement. I don't think the room points are going to be enough here. I just don't think it's going to be enough to knock off Cyan. I think Cyan just gave themselves such a massive lead that they're just chilling.
Yeah, and I'd be worried if I was any other team at this point. I do think they've probably made it. Green
Yeah.
still struggling on the push-up blocks, actually. And as soon as I say that, they do finish the map. Pink also in the on the piston zone, and they are taking their time with that.
They're
Lime
hanging out.
also doing the same thing, but they are finally onto the finish. And they are going to be running
Yeah.
towards that finish line.
Was unfortunate for Lime. Definitely had some tough moments this MCC, but had some really cool moments as well, especially during first couple games. Really giving themselves some significant lead in bingo, which was cool.
Yeah.
But this looks like it's probably going to be it here. I would be shocked. I don't think there's any way for the individual points to give it any other way. I think blue, maybe if blue finished 6th, then it'd be interesting enough, but them finishing 2nd.
Let's discuss the obvious truths right here. JoJo Solo's first individual
Yeah.
has effectively
Unbelievable.
guaranteed already happened. And that is fantastic.
Legendary.
What a performance from JoJo. Just absolutely substantial gaps in multiple games.
Yeah.
You know, an 800 coin difference in Sky Battle is just unheard of. It's fantastic, and I don't think there needs to be any discussion as to whether, you know, JoJo is a top level player, because it's shown. It's been shown.
It's just disrespectful if you don't think that. It's just
exactly.
crazy.
Like, come on, you know, this is how you're able to you know, tell people apart at this point.
Yeah.
And we're able to see blue and, like you say, Cyan probably. I haven't done the maths, and I'm not going to do the maths until we find out.
Oh, I'm
Blue
not
and
doing
Cyan
that.
in this final dodgeball, most likely.
That is, I think, what's going to be happening here. And it looks like the time is about 45 seconds left. This is a good MCC. A lot of fun game modes. A lot of fun stuff. No sands of time. Very rare. Not something you see every day. I think bingo was wildly successful. I think everyone really liked that. I hope to see bingo more in the future. Hopefully in the IRL one. This has to be the last one before the IRL one, right? They're not gonna shove another one in here.
I guess presume so. The IRL one's in 4
A
weeks,
month.
3 weeks, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, 4
This
weeks.
is the last
So
one.
probably will be the last one until TwitchCon Las Vegas, which is just
Wow.
going to be super exciting. Obviously, myself
I cannot
and
wait.
yourself both going to be in the crowd cheering.
I am going to be at the crowd at 5 a.m. making sure I have the best
You are
seats
going to be
possible.
sitting there with your ticket in line, saying, "Hello,
Very,
one ticket to
very
my craft
early.
championship, please."
That will be me. I cannot wait. Here's the bonus points.
Here we go. And now this is where we're going to find out who is going to be taking their position in Dodgebolt. Do you think it's going to be Pink Pandas, potentially? Or do we think it's going to... Sorry, Pink Parrots. My sincerest apologies. Or do we think
Yeah.
it's going to be the ones we actually expect? Hey, maybe they
I think
pull
it's gonna be the ones we expect.
it's opposite day on us, and then the bottom two go into...
That would be crazy. The pack Dodgebolt. You never know. That'd be a little wild. Get a little silly and goofy. See what happens. Each team scored this game. That was not enough.
That's
The
yeah.
top ones are done.
Blue and Aqua in
Cyan
first
Coyotes
and third, and it's
and
Cyan
Blue
versus
Bats.
Blue. So,
All right. What are
Shadoon
my
versus
POVs gonna be?
Ollie. I am going to pull up Shadoon. I presume. Let's go for.
Let's go for Velvet. Let's go for Velvet.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go for Velvet.
And
so I got
I'm going to put up JoJo Solos.
yeah. So okay, let's see. How do I need to do this? That, and then I just need to replace
Oh,
this.
what's
Ollie.
Velvet's Twitch? I tried to remember off the top of my head.
Is it not Red Velvet Cake?
I've put in Red Velvet Cake, and I'm worried that there may be
wrong.
like a name or a number or something. Hold on. Red Velvet Cake, Red Velvet Cake, Red Velvet Cake.
Velvet is cake. Velvet is cake.
Velvet is cake. Thank you. Thank you.
Got you. Got you.
In case you wanted my
Bam,
link,
bam, bam.
it's there. And here we go. Is it an Ollie off? Ollie Orion Sound versus Ollie Gamers.
Ollie
Oh!
Gamers.
It is
It
an Ollie
is.
off.
It is. It is a little bit of that.
JoJo's about to put the nothing allegations to bed. There are no allegations. The
there
allegations
are
of
none.
her
JoJo
being
is-
the goat to bed.
JoJo is the
And
goat, yeah.
look, she's holding up the 3 coins.
That's nasty.
She wants the 4th.
She deserves it. She's unbelievable at this game. Been watching JoJo since way earlier than I'd like to admit. In like 2014, when we both played MCSG, and she did not know who I was because I was a nobody, and she was really good at the game. And she has just consistently been really good at the game the entire time, and is now gonna have another chance to show it and shut a lot of people up, which will be awesome. Even though they should have been shut up in the first place. I can't wait. I'm excited.
But let's not sleep on Cyan Coyotes.
We can't.
A
They're
very,
obviously
very
a really
strong,
good PvP team.
very, very strong team. Shadoon deservedly getting into the top 5, I believe, individual.
Yep.
And I'm really excited to see
Yeah,
what
is
happens.
the final top 5?
The finale of Minecraft Championship 34. We know how precious the ticket to Dodgebolt is, but we know how much more important wearing the crown is afterwards. So let's see who's going to be taking home this victory today.
This is the. What's your prediction? I'm gonna say blue 3-2.
I'm going to say I'm actually going to say Cyan 3-1.
Yeah, that would be my second guess. Okay, here we go.
And here we go. Dodgebolt MCC 34 has begun. I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
Who's going to be taking the first
Looks
shot
like,
here?
I think Scott has the first arrow, and I believe Sapnap has the first arrow.
Lots of darting and dancing and dodging. Not too much bolting as of yet, but we're going to see the first one
No.
fired.
Oh,
And there we go.
lined up.
Shadoon gets hit
Shadoon down.
by Smager.
That's big.
Scott getting the first blood in the arena. Holy Gamers
This is
hitting
What's
JoJo
happening?
Solos. And Sapnap hitting
happening
Smager. It is now a 3-2 lead
2v3.
in the Cyan Coyotes corner.
Ollie
Blue
with the
bats
arrow.
with 2 arrows.
Misses the first.
Ooh, misses both.
Com check on JoJo says, Ollie, that was terrible. Very based. You want a team leader that can just tell you straight up that you suck when it's necessary.
That's how it is. You don't need no yes men, no yes women. You need to know when you're struggling, and you need to know to pick your game up. And right now, Ollie needs to do just that. He's performed very well, tied his best placement, but has not performed the best in this Dodgebolt so far. 2 misses and a death. It's all down to 1 blue bat remaining. Can we see Gemini Tay pull this one from the depths?
Oh,
And it is
quick
2
shot from
swings, 2
Ollie.
misses. And wow, Ollie Game
That's
is going
tough.
with that sneaky little repeat while Gem still has an arrow. Going for it. Really, really confident play. Ollie Game has nothing to lose here. We are 2 rounds away
looking-
from Cyan potentially hoisting the crown above their heads. Ollie giving
Big.
the arrow over to Jojo. Jojo approaching this midway point, taking commanding lead of the situation.
This is her first shot of the Dodgebolt. Didn't get a chance in the first round. Waiting. Doesn't have a set target. Just looking for anyone.
Okay, finding those locations where those players overlap and doesn't get the
And
shot.
Ollie's
But
able to
Ollie
get
Orion
Sapnap,
Sound
though.
gets Sapnap. Here we go. That's what that, Ollie, that was terrible comm is for. It's going to reinvigorate
Absolutely.
those juices. Get his blood pumping.
Jojo
Ollie
shot.
Gamers.
Ollie Gamers.
Ooh, gets the shot off on Jojo.
This is tough. 3v3. Shadoon is holding the arrow.
Holding that
Making sure no one
angle
else on blue
does
is able to get
not
it.
let anyone approach. Focused in, zoned in, HyperX headset on, but misses the shot as we see
Unfortunate.
Blue now with the 2-arrow lead, and Smager gets the shot off on Ollie. And Ollie Orion Sound still holds 1 arrow. Again, doing exactly what Shadoon did, holding down the fortress, making sure they don't go for a sneaky arrow pickup.
Absolutely. Just waiting for them to cross through the sights of its crosshair.
Looking
Debating
around
on
now.
who to aim for, and he gets it.
Oh
on
my god, look at
Shadoon.
that flick. That's adorably
That was
beautiful.
honestly nasty.
You
that
are
was
so sexy, Orion Sound. Keep it up.
nasty. Oh,
Oh,
Velvet.
but does take a death
But
to
you
Red
can put a
Velvet
shot
Cake
back.
there. And Red Velvet Cake now holding the arrow, close
And he
quarters
gets-
combat, and gets the shot onto Gemini Tay. It is Smager versus Red Velvet Cake, and Smager gets the shot
That's
off.
huge. That's what Blue needed.
That is exactly what Blue needed. Scott and Ollie, both with 2 kills in that round. Fantastic play.
Yeah, great stuff there. That was huge.
And is 1 game apiece. Arrows split evenly, 1 on each side. And it seems as though Jojo approaches the arrow and attempts to lock down early on to make sure that the opposing team does not get a shot off early. Going for a more diagonal aim here rather than straight on. We're going to see looking for those overlapping dodges. Predicting where everyone on Cyan trying to move as erratically and randomly as possible. Can they keep it up, though? And Jojo does sadly miss that first shot.
Major left the game. Can't re-add him in Dodgebolt because it's in a limb game.
And Scott, therefore, taking a death on that one. And
Wait a
Jojo
second.
also dying.
That is
Wow.
really tragic.
2v4. He DCs, but Ollie gets the nice kill there on Sapnap. Scott got
See what happens
kicked.
here.
That is tough.
What's gonna happen?
At least we can't really have internet problems when everyone is in the same arena. But
That is
Ollie
true.
Gamers does take out Ollie Orion Sound. The Battle of the Ollies is coming to a decisive finale here.
And
2
it's down to
arrows,
Tay
1
again.
player. Gemini Tay against 3. Can she get all 3 here? Would need to get 2 with these next 2 shots and doesn't connect with either. Ollie Gamers
That
with
might
an
seal the
arrow
fate
and a
here.
dream. Shadoon with the other. 1 miss. And 2 misses. Gemini Tay with both
Wow.
arrows, all the power. Let's just see what she can cook up. Justice for Scott's Major, potentially.
That would be huge.
The
Aiming
plot
carefully.
armor thickens. The void rises around the arena as it does shrink down. And Gemini Tay gets the double!
Yeah, Red Velvet! Oh my god.
And it is Shadoon versus Gemini Tay. Shadoon takes a deep breath. 2 arrows
Shadoon is
on the
in the zone.
hotbar. Gemini moving as erratically as possible. Shifting,
she's a bit of a
sprinting,
pattern.
running, jumping.
Does Shadoon recognize it? She's kind of telling her pattern right now.
And Shadoon misses the first arrow.
Shadoon miss. And he walked outside when he was going to shoot. Oh my gosh. If she quick shot Shadoon, I would lose my marbles.
Oh my god, Shadoon misses both. And Gemini
Oh
Tay
my
with the
God.
1 versus 1 situation to clutch up a 1v3.
No way. Shadoon. One of the best players in the world. First shot dodge.
Breathes.
Tay.
First shot is dodged. Shadoon not going for one of those quick shots like we discussed. Gemini Tay instead holding down the angle and misses. Shadoon with both arrows to try and take out Gem here, but he stands outside the team's area.
He keeps doing that. Keeps doing that.
Can't encroach past the line.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is tense.
Dude.
Gem has
Dude
dodged
is waiting
two
too
arrows
long. He has
already.
the shots and he's not taking them.
tracking, watching so
He has the
carefully.
line.
Misses the first.
He's
Hits
missing
the second.
Oh
That's what
my
he needed right
God.
there. And Gemini Tay
my
not
God.
quite able to get that 1v3 sweep. But hopefully we're not going to see Scott's Major disconnect this time. That was really rough and it would have been justice for Scott. However, this is now game point for Cyan Coyotes. MC Championship 34.
You can't think about that. You got to just go in, play better.
And I
you
believe that was a
can.
rush shot for both of... maybe only one of Blue's arrows.
Huge
no,
from Scott.
it
Huge
is.
from JoJo.
And there we go. It is a 2-on-4. Arena already begins to shrink. The lava rises around them. And we're going to see one arrow on both Ollie and Shadoon. Can the Spanish speakers bring this one home for the Cyan Coyotes? And hey, one kill between the
Looks
two
like
of
they
them.
shot
3-on-2.
at the same time, both
At the same
JoJo.
target, yeah. Maybe that
Yeah.
was intentional. Maybe they really wanted to get JoJo out. But hey, Scott's Major cooks and gets Ollie Gamers, and it is back again to Shadoon, except he, on this time, is in the 1 versus 3. He gets Orion Sound, but he misses his shot on
Wow.
Scott. 2
2v1.
versus 1. This is what last round may have been had it not have been for internet issues. And Gemini Tay
Tay is able to get it.
repays the favor, making it 2-all. It is all down to this, chat. 5 rounds of Dodgebolt, 2 games apiece. Who brings home the crown? Shadoon with a deep breath. JoJo focused as ever. Ollie Orion Sound giddy with excitement. Who is going to be taking home this victory here? JoJo, early shot!
Snipe
Gets the
immediately.
first blood. JoJo makes it a 4v3.
Unreal. On a huge target. On an absolutely massive
That's
target.
one miss from Ollie. Sorry, not from Ollie. From, I believe, maybe Red Velvet. Oh, but Shadoon trades off JoJo here. And JoJo,
Wow.
unable to contribute for the rest of the Dodgebolt, has to sit back and watch. Number 1 individual is currently benched and is hands in face, not able to watch.
Unreal. Ollie with the arrow just
Orion
barely
Sound
misses.
Misses. And it is a 3 versus 3, 2 arrows on Cyan Coyote's side. Getting stared down by Sapnap
Ollie,
here.
you gotta actually dodge, bro.
There's
You
not
can't
much
do it.
dodging going on from Ollie.
Ah!
This
Oh
is
my God,
honestly, wow.
How is he not
How did that happen?
shot?
Shadoon staring him in the face.
Yeah, like, what is
And I don't understand how this is happening. Shadoon switching targets and it hits! Hits
Oh,
Major.
that's so
it is a
big.
2-on-3 now.
It is down to... Come on, Tay. Come on, Ollie.
Gemini Tay and Oliver Orion Sound going for these final 3 kills. 2 arrows.
He can't get it. Ollie can't get it.
That is 2 misses, and
This
it
could be it right here.
Shadoon, Sapnap, both arrows primed and poised at Ollie and Tay. Can they dodge for one more try? They can dodge Shadoons, and they can dodge Sapnaps. They have another attempt. The arena closes. 1 arrow each.
Oh my gosh.
They've started
What's
how
the
they'll
strategy gonna
finish.
be?
Gem potentially able to clutch
Ollie
up again.
whiff.
Ollie misses his arrow.
But Tay is
Gem
still
hits!
on it. Gets
Gem
Velvet.
hits! And it is 2-on-2. Although there are 2 arrows on the side of Cyan, it is even on personnel.
Unreal stuff.
Now Ollie's
What
going for the
happened?
dancing
It's
play.
so
Shadoon misses.
short.
Sapnap
Shadoon misses.
hits. And it is Gemini
And Tay
Tay to bring this one home. 1
Oh
versus
my
2.
God.
2 arrows. 2 hits, and you are the victor.
This has already been an
All on
unbelievable
Gemini
performance
Tay.
for Tay. She's done so much for her team already. Can she finish it out in unreal style? Misses the first.
Misses the first.
The quick shot. Shadoon has the arrow. Oh no! It's all
Double
down.
misses. Shadoon aims, decides not to shoot. Gemini Tay on her own here. Shadoon misses, and Sapnap connects.
Sapnap hits.
Cyan
And that's the
Coyotes
game.
take home the crown. With
Wow.
2 players alive, it came down to the wire. But Shadoon, Sapnap, Red Velvet, and Ollie Gamers are the ones wearing the crown at the end. Blue Bats are understandably very, very upset. Commiserations to them, but most importantly, huge congratulations to the Cyan Coyotes and Red Velvet Cake with their first win.
That's amazing.
Absolutely
Congratulations.
huge. And Ollie Orion Sound does look a little bit dejected, as is expected. And but they have performed so truly well throughout. Jojo getting first individual. Ollie pulling his weight through the whole tournament, as did Tay, especially in that Dodgebolt. Tay really came into her own. Not quite enough to cut the mustard. Scott Smager playing as consistently as expected of a player of his caliber. And Cyan Coyotes taking home the victory of MCC 34, taking home that crown.
Unbelievable. Just great performances from so many players today. What a thrilling Dodgebolt. Gemini Tay putting herself in the GOAT conversation at the end there. That was some unbelievable stuff.
That truly
Shadoon
was.
and Sapnap did what needed to be done.
And
to
let's
finish
just
it off.
discuss Jojo Solo's first individual. Shane
Incredible.
in second. Fruit in third. Pete in fourth. And Shadoon in fifth. Performing out of his mind. Taking Cyan Coyotes up to first in the leaderboard. And first after Dodgebolt. What an absolutely fantastic Minecraft Championship this was. I'm just glad for the return of Bingo But Fast. And I would call it Bingo But Faster from now on. And what an amazing, amazing one. Even through a couple of internet issues, especially from certain UK contestants, which is a little bit of a struggle. But honestly, once again, a thrilling, absolutely enthralling, start to finish, nail-biting MCC. And I'm worried about how, if Vegas IRL can top this one, it would be certainly an achievement.
This was amazing. Congratulations to all the competitors. Congratulations again to Cyan. And that does put a pretty nice bow on everything up until Vegas. Because that is going to be, as you said, something else. That is going to be something. And I'm really looking forward to that. So, curious to see what ends up happening there. And as you said, this was just a phenomenal MCC.
I am so excited. But of course, it's 4 weeks away. We're going to have to wait a little bit of time to find out the rosters. Who is going to be on whose team? I'm excited. Hopefully there's going to be some newcomers. Hopefully you're involved, Couriway. Hopefully you can get onto those. Maybe you can drag Blue Bats to a victory. I will be there no matter what. I think
I will
that
be
is
there. My only hope of getting in is someone is gonna. There is definitely gonna be one person who just gets absolutely sloshed the night before, and I will be ready and waiting.
And his name is Lewis Fulham. Sorry.
Absolutely. Oh man. Well, this was great. This is a great MCC. This is phenomenal.
What a fantastic MCC that was. And
wow.
Thank you very much, Couriway, for commentating it alongside me. I have been
Oh, of course.
absolutely honored to share this commentary booth with you, and
It was quite the time.
I enjoyed it so much in Rising. It was so nice.
Yippee.
We had to do it twice. And we are going to
Yippee!
hopefully do it again in the future. What a fantastic event this was. I've been your host, Lewis Fulham, and I will see you all, well, next time